You're on the punchline with Kelly Pavlik and James Dominguez.
Yes, you are.
What's going on? What's going on, Jake?
Here's this.
Sure? Yeah, you can talk.
Show.
See if you can take it in there, homie. Tell everybody, watch out. So, yeah, so today, big, good show.
Really good show. We have some things going on today. We got a surprise guest today. We got Joseph Diaz calling in today, champion and 2012 Olympian. And what else we got going on? Roger Romo's calling in today. He's going to talk about Lomachenko's training, and he's going to talk about his new fighter, fighter.
The one I see on my Facebook.
Kana Islam, 25-0, 21 knockouts, and he's pretty much going to talk about just different things in camp. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just trying to get online right now. By the way, guys, we're running a little late because I was late getting here because I left straight from the gym here. Look at this. Yep. I still got my swole on.
Streets.
Now, you know what's crazy is like you ever work out so hard that you can't function, you don't know how to do anything anymore? Like I don't know how to use my phone anymore or anything like that. I mean literally that's what it's like. I forgot how to use my phone, you know. So we got a big fight this weekend and looking forward to that.
Couple good fights. Yeah,
you do, but I think the one that's making noise right now is Broner and obviously it's going to be Broner and Vargas.
Yeah.
What do you think?
You know, over a period of time, and I probably will be wrong on this one. This is one of the fights where I can say that, but
yeah,
I'm leaning towards Vargas. I think size. I don't know if any of this shit caught up to Broner.
Yeah.
You know, not so much what he's doing or his lifestyle is.
Yeah.
As far as he takes care of his health. But I'm just saying, like, stress. Mental stress fucking and shit like that wears on you. If he's any type of human, I mean, that shit's got to be catching up to him, you know, stress-wise.
Yeah.
With all this shit.
Yeah.
And that takes a toll on the body. I don't know. We'll see how it...
You know, my thing is this, Kelly. Who comes in the ring that night? Does Adrian Broner, the one who fought DeMarco, come in the ring? That guy who... Or is it... the guy who fought Mikey and just shut down.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean, which guys
well, I can't say that was Broner. I think Mikey had a big part of shutting that down.
I would agree with you. But Broner could have still done more. Why didn't he fight the way he fought like he did in the 12th round all through the fight? Why? You know, Broner's more of a front runner. He'll try to pull off the end.
He does.
And he did. Sean Porter. Mm-hmm. Porter mauled him and beat the living shit out of him. And then 12th round, he hurts Porter, knocks him down.
So he does that with a lot of fighters. You know, but even at that being said, I just think Vargas is a big, strong, fucking
dude,
physical fighter. That's going to come.
And that's why I'm going to go with Vargas. His strength, and he does punch.
Mm-hmm. And Broner got popped. Broner hits hard. Broner got popped. Broner will put you on your ass.
Broner can hit.
Yeah, you know. But I think that even with that being said, that Vargas is big enough and can take a good enough shot where he takes those.
Yeah, I mean, you know, at one time I thought maybe Broner was the heir apparent to Floyd Mayweather. I think we all thought that maybe. Yeah, you know, and Furman said, "What's up, Kelly?" Alicia said, "What's up?" Hi, Alicia. And Kelly said, "And what's up, Furman?" And also Ifkar, our good buddy Ifkar. What's good? Everything's good. Scott, Robert. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this weekend. We got some big stuff coming on. Next week, we will not be having a normal show.
No.
We will be in New York City with Kelly, obviously, and Justin, our number one producer. We're going to be doing Chris Santos, and we're going to be judging on. We're going to be doing the judging.
That's on what day is that? That's
on the 23rd.
The Monday.
So but we'll be leaving Sunday on the 22nd.
Yeah. So we may be doing a show on. We don't know yet how that's going to work. What we could do if we could get a show with Chef Simon or
Chef Santos.
That's what we're going to try to pull for. You know.
You said Simon, Chef Simon. Well, Simon's not a chef.
I'm thinking of Michael Simon.
I thought you were talking about Simon Rubakava.
No, Michael Simon.
I know.
Well, I just see Simon Rubakava.
No, but
That might have been it too. I might have seen that.
You know what? I hate that fucking drive to New York. I really do. I physically hate that drive. And it's not a bad drive. It's just boring.
Yeah.
And last time, I think it ruined us for life. That last drive, it took 14 or 15 hours to get a 5-hour trip because of the storm.
Yeah.
I think it ruined us. But,
well, hopefully, who knows the way this fucking winter's going, that we don't get another one like that.
Yeah, I really do. Yeah. And then what do we got? We got May 12th. We got Linares and Lomachenko. And we're going to be there for that.
Yep.
I'm pretty excited about that. I think I'm more excited about that than I was Rigondeaux.
Again, I got to say, man, I was totally stoked for that Rigondeaux fucking... that's going to be hard. I mean, going on how I seen Rigondeaux fight and everything else, and how I
knew
thought,
we were going to be let down. I said that. I said he's not going to come out, man. But I think with Linares, you're going to get a live dog, somebody who's not going to quit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying he's going to win. I'm not saying he's going to win that fight, but I'm saying he's going to be live.
How sexy does that look when I put it?
Alicia, message me that. Don't put that on the fucking page, man. Don't forget the logo. Come on. And they have Jamel Herring, who I personally like a lot. Jamel Herring's a good kid. He's a good kid. Olympian, 2012 Olympian himself. And a Marine, which is awesome. And he's going to be on the undercard. And I think we'll get some time with Jamel during that. Maybe we'll get an interview with Jamel.
Yeah, I think he'll do it.
He likes our memes. Simon says he can cook. He can make a killer hard-boiled egg as long as my microwave works. I know you can cook.
Ooh, hard-boiled egg in a microwave.
Simon, have you ever done that before?
No.
You can do that.
Oh, I know you can. I mean, you could also cook an egg out on a card in the middle of summer.
Dat Boy B asks, Lomachenko versus Linares. Who do you see winning? That's a question for you, Kelly.
I got to say Lomachenko. I think it is going to be an interesting fight. It should be, and I'm going to say should be, more competitive than any fight that Lomachenko's had, other than the one he lost. But that's one of them fights where I don't want to talk about it, because if he goes in there and exposes Linares, and then I just want to see everybody step back and see what excuse they're going to have for that after the haters.
I have Lomachenko winning the fight. I can't think of any advantage that Linares has, but I can think of the one advantage that Linares has: a good heart, a big heart, and he will fight. Linares is not going to beat Lomachenko in power or speed or technique or any of these things, but Linares can fight. And my thing is this.
And he looked good. He looked really sharp his last fight.
And he looked sharp last one before that. My thing is this. If Lomachenko fucks up like he did against Mariaga and let Mariaga hit him, and he lets Linares do that, he could have a long night ahead of him. You know what I mean? If he's not focused for this. Yeah. But from what we've seen from Lomachenko, he rises to the occasion of every fight. Of the fight. But also, one of his, I don't know if you agree or not, but one of the drawbacks that he has is Lomachenko fights to the level of competition he's in.
He does.
And that is not always good.
But even with that being said, he's still good enough to make them quit on a stool.
He did.
I mean, you can see him get bored against Sosa. You can see him get bored against...
was there any reason that he couldn't finish Sosa at some point?
Yeah, he could. Yeah, he just gets bored, and then he does stupid things. That will end up coming to, eventually, if he's fortunate, before the end of his career, he may get clipped on his ass, and it may be a 10 count.
Some of those punches were loud. They cracked. And I mean, and then I think he would let off the gas. I want to punish this kid. I
think he gets bored. He does.
Damon said, in other words, Loma gets caught, Linares has excellent right. Oh, Loma's going to get caught. I believe he's going to get hit. I believe he's going to get stunned. I don't think Linares is going to get dominated by any sense of the fight. I think. Go ahead.
I think Linares is going to go hard to the body.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the game plan. If he misses, hopefully he catches him in the head, because Lomachenko does sometimes crouch down to get away.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a smart strategy. You got to find some way to take those wheels away from Lomachenko.
True. My thing is this. I think Linares can sweep some of these early rounds because Lomachenko's not a quick starter. It takes him a little bit. But I think as the rounds progress, I think you're going to see the cream rise to the top. You'll see Lomachenko pull away.
Yeah.
And it was said that for Rigondeaux to have a chance, he was going to have to sweep those early rounds, which he didn't take advantage of.
No, it was actually the opposite of what we thought. I thought it was going to be a good fight.
Agreed.
Up until middle rounds, and then Lomachenko pulls ahead.
Yeah, agree.
And a very tactical fight at that.
Yeah, agree. And what else we got today? We got.
I mean, real quick. I'm sorry. Who would have thought? Like, really, in my opinion, the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. I mean, yes, I know it would have been a little bit tactical, but Pacquiao was a busy come in, fire a 1-2 puncher. Who would have thought that fight would have been more tactical than the Lomachenko-Rigondeaux?
True.
Well, it was tactical, but just over quick. It was one-sided.
I really think that I think with that fight, I don't know if Pacquiao was really hurt. I think Pacquiao was overwhelmed in that fight.
He had shoulder surgery after that.
Oh, Furman hasn't been watching a lot, but we've hit on it. Kelly and James, what are your thoughts on Canelo being caught using bad substances? Guilty or not? I think he's guilty as fuck.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not speaking for Kelly, but me and Kelly gave Canelo the benefit of the doubt because that's what we do. I tested positive for clenbuterol as an amateur in the Army when I was on vacation in Mexico, so I saw maybe how I could do it. But when I saw 600 to 800 milligrams of clenbuterol,
like 2.5 weeks later, he
hit again.
Yeah.
He got tested positive again. So I was like, yeah, he's pretty fucking guilty. So there's no way around it. He fucked up, and if he wasn't guilty, he would have pulled out of the fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would try giving the benefit of the doubt at the beginning. And I weighed each option of what, like the circumstances that, he does have trouble going into camp with weight. So he could have been taken. And at the same time, I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, like everybody was going, he's a multi-millionaire, bullshit. He may have went out to a dinner with his family or whatever.
His mother.
And it had ordered a fucking hamburger or a steak and got it. But then, it's just too many things.
My sister Olivia Romo is on. I'm so happy to see her. She's the most beautiful sister in the world. You are, Olivia. You're the most beautiful sister in the world. I just want to say hello.
Hi, Olivia.
That's Tata.
Tata. Roger says Canelo.
But if Dat Boy asked again, he has great questions. Dat Boy does. If Crawford happens to get past the great Jeff Horn, who do you see him facing? You know what? I think it's going to be an easier fight with his next opponent. I think you'll see a Danny Garcia maybe at 47. Or something like that, or maybe
I keep seeing though people are like really trying to make that mega fight quickly in that.
Give it time.
I agree.
Let it marinate. You know what I mean? But I think you'll see Danny Garcia maybe. You might see a Brandon Rios again, something like that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yep. All right, James. Let me hit this YouTube question
because all yours, buddy.
They're rare when we get them. Rambo9 says, "What do you think Linares has to do to stop Lomachenko from using angles?" What I just kind of squeaked in there right at the end with James. I think that he's going to have to hit whatever he can, and the easiest thing is going to be to try to slow down Lomachenko's angles and everything else is when he makes the angles, aim at the body. Hopefully he moves into it. Hopefully he gets some kidney punches and back shots, wherever, hip, thigh, fucking all over the place to try to slow him down. And that's going to be one of the big tactics I think that anybody fighting Lomachenko should try to stick to. But see, the thing is, Lomachenko just moves different than anybody else, and he kind of even gets out of the way of those type punches. And if you start tagging that body a little bit, you'll see him start to keep his right arm jab out there and hop backwards and slide out the way of those. He's just so quick on his feet. It's hard. But if anything, Rambo, I think he would have to fire at the body, make that like 90% of his punches to the body,
and just try to
hope Lomachenko moves into it.
Try to bank those shots for later on. Slow him down. But also, too, I know you're the expert too on this, Kelly. But as Linares' trainer, and I know Rudy Hernandez will be training Linares, which is probably one of the best trainers in the world. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure what he was going to implement is trying to anticipate Lomachenko's movement, trying to anticipate those angles a little better. You can't anticipate everything, but maybe cutting the ring off a little bit. If you can cut the ring off, you can kind of anticipate his angles and punch when he's punching.
I could agree with you on that to a point, but again, Lomachenko's not that average. He's not an everyday boxer. I mean, he switches the angles.
Exactly. But what are you going to do?
He's so fast.
What are you going to do? That's the best. That's the best defense you can hope for.
You could implement that in, and I think that you also stay to the body on the attack. I mean, that's your hands up, tight guard,
and keeping that big toe on his pinky toe is going to keep him from rolling around you.
Yeah.
A lot of fighters don't learn that anymore. They don't. Your generation was the last to learn that. Yeah. You keep that big toe. Now, guys, stick with me on this. You keep that big toe on that fighter's pinky toe, right? And when he spins, you spin with him. So you can kind of slow that down. I'm not saying it's going to stop Lomachenko because he might bounce around you and still fuck you up. But it's going to slow that progress down. Problem is they don't teach that anymore. It's not taught by trainers. But if I know Rudy Hernandez, he will teach that.
But and going back to the one thing that you mentioned, though, and you're right about that, but I'm trying to time his in and out.
Yeah.
The only problem that could also bring in is that means that leaves Linares not punching.
Yeah.
Which could be a big problem. You know what I mean by that? Like, I think Linares is going to have to go in. He's going to have to throw a lot of punches and maybe catch the eye of the judges by doing that.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to aim to the body a lot. It's going to be a tough one, but I mean, if anybody out there, I think he's fast enough to compete a little bit.
He needs to rely on that jab.
Yeah,
he needs to keep that jab in his face. Even though he's a southpaw and it's hard to land a left jab, just keep throwing it just to set something else up.
And we'll get shit for this one, but the only other person who I think even more than Linares that could do it is Mikey Garcia because of just how good he is.
A lot of people are going to bitch and they're going to complain and they're going to say, no fucking way. Mikey beats Lomachenko. And I'm not just saying it because he's a buddy and his family and whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah.
Mikey's a bigger man and he's skilled.
Well, when we called the Broner fight, that we were saying that because we were good friends with him and your family. And here, look how bad he fucking beat Broner.
Yeah.
So was that because of that, or was it because we were calling the truth, like we always do?
Damon just asked that. Damon's so far ahead of us all the time. What kind of fighter would take the crack Loma code? Cerebral or goon. It's going to take a smart fighter to crack, not a goon. You're not going to get a brawler to beat Lomachenko. He's going to hurt you if you're a brawler. I don't know if you agree. If you came in there,
but a brawler has a good chance compared to somebody trying to box him.
But when you have a guy that can box and punch like a Mikey could, in all capability, outbox. I think you're looking at something like a Nassim Hamed Barrera fight with them two, where it would just surprise the fuck out of Lomachenko. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And going on that, not trying to knock it, Nassim Hamed was a different style and awkward like Lomachenko is. And yes, for Barrera, the timing worked. What you said earlier, it worked. But Hamed and I think Lomachenko is two different worlds.
Yeah. Roger said he's not in Loma's corner this time. He's just working on strength and conditioning, I guess. His father's all he needs. Loma's been looking like a beast. That's what we're going to talk to you about. What kind of fighter? Boy, that one. And then it said, Damon said Romo versus Rudy. I think that's just a fucking awesome thing. Q.O. Williams asked, what's your thought on Charlo versus Triple G? What Triple G shows up? Old Triple G?
Yeah.
The older Triple G or now? If I had to say right this minute, I would still give it a Triple G. But a year from now?
We can't say anything until we see the Charlo at middleweight fight.
And I can't say anything until Charlo fights somebody.
Yeah, at middleweight too.
Charlo's still an unknown.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, he beat Erickson Lubin, but he beat Erickson Lubin.
I might be wrong on this. I'm sorry. I still don't think he gets past Danny Jacobs.
No.
Or Triple G.
No.
I don't.
I don't think he gets. I don't think he gets past Andrade.
That's another one. That would be a great fight. I think that's a fight that Charlo should take.
Simon says, I was just writing a comment about Barrera Hamed. You know what, Simon? Great minds think alike, buddy. But no, today Manny confirmed that isn't true. Freddie's would be the first to know. Oh, you've heard about that, right? Freddie firing or
Manny
Pacquiao firing Freddie Roach. I didn't want people Pakistanis get on here and say, you call us Packies? No, I fucked up, man. Kelly, what's your Roy cycle look like?
Oh, God, I knew there was a rain star.
You want me to tell them what it is?
Yeah.
It's Subway.
And clenbuterol.
It's Subway and clenbuterol. Camille's, hi, guys, what's up? And Omi's watching. Omi's watching.
My testosterone level is like 300, so I don't think it's steroids.
Damon said, James, Ben just announced 154. Your prediction about Hurd may be on point now. I know it, bro. I know. You know what, though?
So what do you mean, Spence?
Spence moving up to 54.
So didn't Crawford him around?
No. He'll stay. He's going to stay at 47 for a couple more fights.
Oh, okay.
But he'll beat the shit out of Hurd. I see that happening. Mm-hmm. An awkward fighter code usually gets cracked by a fighter that fights a textbook and old school style.
True, but again, I'm going on this though, Simon. Lomachenko is just a little different. Not saying it can't happen. I mean, it happens in boxing. But Lomachenko is just a little different than these other guys that had these awkward styles and were quick. But you're probably right. Triple G versus Saunders. Again, Saunders, haven't seen enough of him, but I was not impressed from what I've seen. I think Triple G, even with his age, that seems like it's catching up to him. I still think Triple G beats him.
Roger said, my guy cannot. Islam takes Hurd out. You know what? I can't argue that. Islam, or you don't see Hurd calling Connaught out. Nobody's calling Islam out. Connaught's what, 25-0, 21 knockouts?
Mm-hmm. I just haven't seen enough of Connaught, but I know how Hurd fights. And if you get somebody physically strong in there, it can be a really tough night for Hurd.
Damon said Jason Bailey just married Orlando Cruz on a side note.
Who's calling from Montreal, Quebec?
I don't know. Oh, it might be one of the British guys. Just ignore it right now. I don't know who's calling you from Montreal.
Does anybody know anybody from Montreal?
No. Jason Bailey just married Orlando Cruz on a side note. Connaught is scary.
Fucking Jason Bailey.
So Damon said Connaught is scary. Triple G and Saunders, I just don't think. I think Saunders' biggest asset right now is his mouth. He talks a lot of fucking shit. And he hasn't backed it up yet.
Yeah. I don't think anything.
He beat Lemieux. Big fucking deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He beat. Wait, the guy that knocked out Lemieux was the guy that you knocked out.
Yeah. 3 years earlier.
Who was that?
Marco Antonio
Rubio. Rubio knocked the fuck out of Lemieux. You knocked Rubio out, and then and Saunders are trying to get credit for a Lemieux, the one that Triple G already ruined.
I know. Yeah, I mean Lemieux's fucking done. Like Lemieux is a gatekeeper.
Dat Boy asked Kelly, if you were still in the game, who would you want to face?
Obviously, I thought at the high point of my career was middleweight, so obviously Triple G. Even though you had to cut off my belly and my leg and something else.
If you're weighing what you were weighing. Well, also, Jacobs would be a good fight. I think he'll look like a lot like Taylor for you. I think Jacobs would be a lot like the Taylor fight for you.
Errors flopping and.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really think that fight would match the same way, and I think it'd be the same results as Taylor.
Yeah, and I take nothing away. I like Danny Jacobs.
Oh, I do too.
But yeah.
Do you think Anthony Joshua's ducking Wilder? Do you?
I don't know how what's going on with that. You know, they're both starting to make that a fucking soap opera. Really, you know what I mean? Like fight. Like I'm seeing where Joshua's saying Wilder got to come to the UK to fight. I don't know how that will work. I think keep it in Vegas, pay-per-view, because you know damn well Wilder's not going to go over there to fight.
Yeah. They said there was a good question here too. I just saw that.
Or Wilder might go over there, but it's going to take time in negotiation.
Omi Medina just asked Saddam Ali versus Liam Smith. I got Saddam Ali. I think Saddam Ali might be the weakest link at 54, but I think he's just enough to beat Liam Smith. Simon said Roger Kaluskis impressed me big time in Reno's last fight. He's under radar. Oh yeah, Kaluskis is amazing. Why didn't no one ever come out to Ghostbusters against you? Why didn't you ever come out to Ghostbusters?
Why did I come out to Ghostbusters?
Because you were the ghost in the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, but
somebody asked that.
They were saying how come nobody ever came out to that? Why did fighting me?
Oh yeah, I don't know. They weren't as creative, were they?
You know what? We talked about that through my entire career. I actually thought Scott Sigmund was going to come out to that.
Yeah,
and he didn't. Because he kept saying something about that he was going to do that he was a Ghostbuster.
Well, he should have played a funeral march because that's what he needed.
Maybe I just put enough fear into these people where they didn't want to come out to that.
Maybe you guys have a top 5 pound for pound gatekeeper list. No one ever does that. Who's the best gatekeeper in the game, dude? That's a great fucking question, David.
Depending what happens Saturday night, Adrian Broner might be one.
Adrian Broner might be number 1 after Saturday night.
Lemieux?
No, I don't. You got Lemieux as a pound for pound gatekeeper?
See, he's up there.
Brandon Rios.
He loses.
Brandon Rios is a great gatekeeper at this point.
I think everybody just about knows that he's past his.
Brandon Rios is perfect for a young guy.
My definition of a gatekeeper: somebody who's still good enough to probably win by upset a world title, who's still good enough.
Brandon Rios.
But at the same time, and got the name, but at the same time is like. Seen her better days.
I got one for you.
Brandon Rios. I think a lot of top guys that are not champions beat him.
Yeah. What about Nonito Donaire? Great.
He still could be, but his age, yeah. But like I'm saying, like a Lemieux who's still because Lemieux's only losses other than Rubio were against like top guys. You know what I mean?
Charlotte says hi.
Hi, Charlotte.
Yeah, Roger's going to give you a call or want us a call.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying by that? But as far as the gatekeeper, though, like, I think it's like somebody who's still at that point. But like Lemieux, who really beat, I mean, besides Rubio, he lost to like really top guys.
Triple G fucked him up pretty bad.
So, I mean, he's still, I don't think he should be. But
I have Lemieux the same place you would have like Andy Lee and guys like that. Do you know what I mean?
See, Andy Lee, I think he's way
Andy Lee done retired.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think there's a difference between like fast to prime and a gatekeeper. Like a gatekeeper is somebody who still could win a world title, but they're expected to get beat.
Carlos Molina is another gatekeeper.
Could be.
Carlos Molina, definitely. He got me thinking in my fucking head.
Yeah.
And Dan Boy says AB. We said AB too. I mean, I we'll see after this weekend where he's at. Yeah. And we got Roger Romo calling. If you guys don't know, well, I'll introduce him.
If you don't know, now you know. Hold on.
Now you know what?
We know that
you on the phone.
We know that you suck pee-pee.
Hold on. We're having difficulties.
Let's try to fix this real quick.
Go ahead. Keep talking. Just keep saying something.
Hey, you guys
is it on?
And you get this conversations and questions is getting better.
The light is on?
Yeah. Thank you. We know that.
Hold
on, Roger.
All right.
We're going to get to the bottom of this.
Kelly went and got a new case to fuck us all up. James, so this is what you do. I know nothing about boxing. I'm learning, but Julie.
Okay, go ahead.
I will teach you everything you need to know, love, about boxing and other things in life.
I don't know what's wrong with the...
He broke the shit. Are you there?
Kelly, I'm gonna start calling you stomach because anything you touch turns to shit.
I'm going to start calling you mush.
Can you put it by the speaker, maybe?
That's something from a movie.
I know.
Yeah. So what's going on, guys? I heard you guys talking about Lomachenko, Linares, and
well, we're trying to get the power up for you real quick. He didn't have his phone turned up.
That's not this.
Yeah.
Is it upside down?
Right.
Yes, it's upside down.
All right.
Got it in? Got it good?
Yeah. Oh, boy.
That's why you can't get...
That wasn't the only one.
That's why you can't get...
Hey, hold on. This motherfucker was sitting there the entire time staring at it,
but
too.
who found the problem? You can't get Kelly nice shit. That's
Justin found the fucking problem.
No, Justin didn't find us.
Yes, he did.
I said it's upside down.
He came over and put his dirt diggers all over it and flipped it.
Oh, you dickheads. I'm out of this fucking show right now.
All right. Hi, Roger. You're officially on the air.
All right. For those who don't know, Roger Romo is out of Oxnard. He is the younger brother of Fernando Vargas and my fam, too. And also, he has the best stable in boxing right now. He is a...
You're just an asshole. I mean, he's one of my best friends, too.
And he's Kelly's best friend in the whole world.
Fuck this, man. It's because I'm a gringo.
Hey,
you guys are my brothers. You guys know that. That's not even. It goes beyond friendship. You guys are my brothers, so.
Yeah, I know that.
True that.
But
You guys. I heard you guys. Talking about Lomachenko Linares, man. I'm gonna just let you guys know this right now. Lomachenko is looking like a beast. In sparring, he's an animal, man. It just gets better each and every time. It's like he picks up right where he leaves you off.
Yeah.
Everybody says, "Oh, Linares is fast," and well, he has some fast sparring partners in camp, and even some bigger ones. That actually a lot bigger ones, and these guys have high punch output. And the thing with Loma is that he's patient. He'll be patient, and he'll work until you start getting crazy and start throwing crazy punches, and then it's like this animal comes out in him. And the thing about him is that he doesn't throw like an idiot. I mean, he's defensive even when he's being aggressive. He'll punch and he'll take a little half step back, make you move, pull a different angle, and he's hitting you on the other side of your head. This guy, I mean, I've never seen anything like this, man. And it's just
Roger.
I just get emotional, isn't it?
Yeah, Roger. That's getting to like another point that what we were talking about. We were mentioning some of the things like Barrera and Hamed, and I agree with James, and a couple other people that mentioned that. Simon mentioned it, that a very good technical fighter sometimes can break through that and win fights and beat people like that. But I think like Lomachenko is just totally Okay, here's my reasoning. First of all,
he's a different animal.
Yeah, his natural ability I have not seen it. I have not seen it by anybody. Secondly, he's always in tip-top shape, so he's not going to tire. You're not going to get the best of him that way. Exactly. It's going to be hard. I mean, it's going to really take a very lucky moment or somebody just is that special. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not to talk. Did you notice my guns are getting bigger?
Honestly, what happened in this fight, it'll be a bit competitive, but I think honestly...
Shut up, Roger. We're talking about my fucking guns right now. All right, back to boxing.
Honestly, Linares is a B-plus fighter, and Lomachenko's an elite fighter, and it's going to show within 5 or 6 rounds.
I disagree, Roger. Linares is an A- fighter.
Well, B-plus, A-, depends who's grading.
Linares got an A because he put extra credit in.
He put extra credit in.
There you go.
Hey, a matter of fact, I'm going out on a date tomorrow, and I told the girl I'm going to see if she's getting extra credit tomorrow too. True story.
Oh man!
What?
So
I'll talk to you about that.
James is looking like he's dropping some LBs too.
Bro,
Kelly looks like he's picking up the whole screen now.
I just got accused of taking steroids.
He just got accused of taking.
Unfreaking believable. Everything's it's awesome, man.
I got accused of taking steroids. That's because they didn't see my gut. So if I am taking steroids, I got to go talk to my dealer big time and have a sit down with him. Like,
no, you know what? I will tell people one thing. Kelly is the fucking hardest worker in the gym that I've seen.
Yeah.
He's so much of a hard worker. The show starts at 5 and he gets done with his lift at 4:59, 55.
You heard that, Roy?
Don't bring Roy into this bullshit.
I know Kelly works hard.
Let me ask you a question, Roger.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me finish on this.
Well,
Roger, that comes down because you're always sitting there fucking telling me you're curling 60-pound fucking dumbbells. So one day when I go out to
I see him do it.
Yeah, I know, and benching over 340.
I see him do it.
So when I go out to fucking California, I got to sit there and fucking have this comp with you. So yeah, that makes me work harder.
Hey, but you know what? I don't have the genetics you have. I remember you were able to eat when you'd be here in camp. And I had to eat like a damn female on a diet, like a damn bunny. It's terrible.
Oh, genetics, motherfucker! I got a fucking 4-month-old fucking baby in my belly right now.
Well, you're eating, but
that's my fupa stink.
You're a power lifter now. You're not lifting. It just gets
Lord. Hey, Roger, you have a question from Damon, one of our assistant producers. He said,
"Yeah, I know Damon.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. I love that guy.
Yeah, definitely.
He's all right.
Rudy's here too. One of Linares' trainer guys. He's here. Awesome. I love Rudy. Does Loma still shock you in camp, or have you gotten used to him?
Nah, I still get shocked.
You don't get shocked by Lomachenko?
I still get shocked.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I mean, there's times where I'm able to just, because I'm done working with Kanat, and there's times I'm able to go home and I'll stay there and make sure to watch everything.
Right.
How
about this though, Roger? What do you get more impressed watching? Do you get more impressed watching his boxing workout, like hitting pads and sparring, or do you get more impressed watching his fucking, because you're the sports and conditioning coach?
I get more
conditioning
impressed.
Coach, when he does those runs as fast as he does and the fucking agility drills and shit like that.
8 miles in 40 minutes.
I've seen. Cecilio's just strength and conditioning.
40 minutes.
I mean,
Eminem would even be mad.
They're both impressive.
We're not talking about Cecilia. We're talking about you right now. It's your time, Roger.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
We know.
Okay, but the strength and conditioning. He goes above and beyond, and then with me, I'm one of the type of guys that gets impressed by someone who can make you miss. Someone that I'm more of a fan of that. If you can make someone miss, and that, to me, that's beautiful. Making someone miss. That, and he does it. He does it like to a T. So
is there any?
That's what I get impressed with.
Is there any like talk in training camp? Does he like get a? Do they have like little competitions or like bets to see how many people in his career he could get to quit?
I don't know, but
I think that's like his new fucking thing.
I think that's what his goals are. Honestly, man.
Let me ask you a question, Roger. Since camp is over, camp is over from his last camp. How did the sparring really go with Lomachenko and Shakur Stevens? You can talk about it now.
I mean,
I saw some video, but I'm not talking out of school. But
Shakur did a good job, but I mean,
don't be political. Just say it. Say the truth. Shakur got the shit beat out of him.
I mean, you know, when Loma got mad, he put it on him.
Yeah.
You know? And it's not that there's those things like that. There's guys that were able to like my brother, not just because it's my brother, Fernando. When he would get mad if someone got the better of him in one day of sparring, the next day he was gonna kick his ass. Like
remember the story of Yori Boy Compass and Fernando? Remember that? Yori Boy beat him up when he was a teenager.
Yeah.
And Fernando went back as an adult and beat the
fuck out of him. That used to happen, or like when I was getting ready for the title fights. Usually somebody would come in like in the fourth round after I already went 4 rounds with the first guy, and they fucking come in winging and fucking they get the better of me. The next sparring day, those motherfuckers, because of that, they got the first fucking 4 rounds.
Exactly. Yep. That's exactly how it went.
I want to say something too, Roger. Rudy Hernandez, you know Rudy, he's a good friend of yours and definitely one of my mentors. He's working with Linares in that fight. Do you think that's going to help Linares a lot better than it did with his old camp? Do you think Linares will be better prepared?
Absolutely. Rudy has a lot of knowledge, and Rudy has been around boxing since forever. So Rudy knows me and Fernando since we were kids, and his brother, rest in peace. His father, great people. I think that that's the best decision Linares can make. So Rudy's going to bring a lot to his game, and it's going to be a great fight, man. It's going to be an awesome fight. It's like you guys said, it's going to be better than Rigondeaux because I don't see Linares giving up. So,
no, I don't either.
Yeah, no, he's got balls. So it's a good fight.
We wanted to ask you this, since you are one of the biggest up and coming trainers now. Pound for pound, you're an up and coming guy. You just picked up Kana Islam, 25-0, 21 knockouts. He's ranked in the top 5 in all 3 of the sanctioning bodies.
Right.
As a trainer, how would you, if you had a fighter that had to compete against Lomachenko? We had this question earlier. What would you do to combat Lomachenko's angles? If you were sending a fighter to slaughter, to fight with Lomachenko.
Well, that's the thing that I'm trying to tell you right now is that when he's giving those, sometimes it's not even an angle. Sometimes it's just a half step back, and it's just. I think the best thing is what you said, James, is to punch with him, to try to punch with him, maybe catch him that way, or what Kelly was saying.
I told you, fool!
Try to attack the body when he's rolling down.
Attack the body. When you try to punch with Lomachenko, that's a little.
It's hard.
You're spending, and then you're also not throwing punches because you're trying to time his when you need to stay busy and throw as many punches at him as you can.
But you have a 0% chance of winning, right? Let's just say.
Yeah.
But even punching with him gives you that 0.1% chance you may catch him.
Take a fucking gun in there. Fuck it.
Take a fucking stun gun.
Yeah.
That might not stop him.
You gotta get him in the corner.
You're already in there. You're already, you're already in pain. Might as well.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Go for fight. Go to the body. Go.
You want to put him on the spot? You want to put him on the spot, Roger?
No.
Let's put him on the spot.
Go ahead.
How would you see Mikey Garcia and Lomachenko going?
Mikey Garcia and Lomachenko, to me, would be a great fight for boxing. To me, the public wins in that one. Mikey, his last fight, he took on a bigger guy. He took some clean punches and took him like nothing. So,
the dude weighed in at 62 that night. He didn't weigh in, but he weighed at 62 after weigh-in that night. He was huge.
Yeah. He's a big guy, and Mikey's coming back down. So I think that fight is eventually going to happen soon. At the end of the day, Mikey, I've known Mikey since he was a kid.
A baby.
The one who started us off.
Hey,
so
tell
to me, I'm a spectator. I'm a spectator for that fight.
Yeah, well, I know you've known Mike since he was a baby. Like I'm talking about a baby.
Of course.
Tell the people listening the story about the ice cream with Mikey.
Oh yeah, no.
Listen to this, guys.
When Garcia used to give us a ride home, Mikey was little, maybe 1 or 2, and he always said he wasn't going to box. When we would be going home, Fernando would tell Mikey, don't you want to stop at the store for an ice cream or a candy? And Mikey would tell the big G right away, Papá, para la tienda, and he stopped at the store, and then and Fernando would just be like, yes, because Garcia, Big G would be like, hey, you guys, come on, come and get something. So I was like, Mikey always did that for us, and I'll always remember that. Mikey didn't want a box, man.
No, not till not till 15.
The first guy,
wait, so he was talking at 1
or 2.
What was that?
He said he was 1 or 2.
About 2, asking for ice cream.
He talked full sentences.
Well, no, he didn't. Did you hear what he said in Spanish?
Yeah.
He was like, stop! I want food. I want ice cream. But
so the kid also, I mean, the first kid. Well, he was probably a bit older, but the first kid Mikey sparred was Felix.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
They sparred at Garcia's house in the living room.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
See, people don't know that. Your younger brother Felix was Mikey's first sparring partner.
And Mikey even said that. He goes, that's the first guy I ever sparred.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
Man. A lot of history, man. A lot of history.
And that makes it hard for you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's why, to me, if those guys do fight, and I think it'll happen soon, I'll just be a spectator.
Well, you know, like I said, let's talk about Kanat Islam for a minute. You're a fighter.
Yeah, but Roger, I got a question.
Yeah.
How's your man puss?
Right now it's dry. But if I look at your image on the screen, then it gets a little moist.
This motherfucker calls me, Roger.
He FaceTimed you, right?
That's the first thing he has. He goes, Kelly. I can't do the Mexican accent. He goes,
Kelly,
how's your man puss?
I don't have an accent, stupid.
Yes, you do, stupid.
Órale,
oh, stupid.
Hey, Kanat.
Hey, I get a call. Roger calls me at 2 or 3 in the morning, right? He calls me at 2 in the morning and he goes, James Dominguez. I'm like, what the fuck?
Can you imagine if it was 1980s version of Roger? He'd be like, hey, I say, how's your man pussy?
I never went through that phase.
No, he never was a cholo. Hey,
Never.
Roger, you have a question from Dat Boy B? He said, what weight division does Mikey stop at?
I think Mikey, honestly, he's still growing, man, and I think he has a big shoulder. I think Mikey could do 147 and give some people some problems. He actually become a world champion that too.
I would agree with that.
I would like to see him stay at 140 at the highest, though. To be honest with you,
Right.
I mean, I know the competitive spirit of Mikey, and he's going to want to get that extra belt in a different division. But I think at where he's at 140 and even down. Back 135, 140, he could probably retire undefeated.
Yeah.
You know, if the fight with Lomachenko don't happen, he definitely 100% could retire undefeated.
You have another question, Roger. Roger.
Yeah.
Simon Rubakava, one of my good friends, he said, as a coach, anything you see that needs improvement, or do you just let a talented fighter at that stage of his career just do what they naturally do?
Nah, you have to correct the wrongs, because if not, you're just co-signing and letting them do whatever they were doing wrong. Like with I'm working on some things with Kanat that I seen, and he understands them now, and he's working on improving them, and that's what you know what, there's guys that are hard to train, man, that just stuck in their ways. But this guy, you know, honestly, is the best thing that could have happened for me, because this guy. He's open to my suggestions, and if he thinks he'll want to see something a different way, he'll bring it to my attention, and I'll tell him, okay, let's do this. You know, it's a good relationship, and if you hold back like that, you're gonna hurt the fighter, not yourself. They're the ones that get in the ring, and if you don't correct their mistakes, they're the ones that can get hurt, not you.
True, I would agree with that. And so where do you see yourself moving on, like with him? How do you goals? What I'm trying to get at is goals for you guys. What are your goals?
Goals. Obviously, we're trying to get Aegis is trying to get him a fight, hopefully by the end of next month, if not the beginning of the following. And trying to get a title shot. Maybe get the winner of Ali, or get we want. I mean, he was here with me, and we watched the Hurt Lauda fight, and we were both a bit disgusted. And she was like, I want this fight, coach. I want this fight. And I go, I know, I do too. Trust me. So
that goes
he's the type of guy that wants any fight. He wants Charlo too. So
that goes to the next question you have, Roger. Damon says, how often does the phone ring for Kanat?
for Connacht?
How often does Connacht's phone ring?
It doesn't.
I
That's
know.
the problem.
I bet
That's
that
the
shit's.
problem.
I bet it's crickets and his mom calling. That's it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like I mean, what is the plans? I mean, is there any strategy on getting him a fight with somebody that could catapult him?
Well, you know, Agus knows what he's doing with these guys. So Agus is doing. I think he's working on something with main events to do some co-promoting
Hey.
with. Because Connacht has a
Main
a
events,
type of
Russian
promotion
mob.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Russian mob.
Yeah.
yeah. So they're gonna try to get him something ASAP. I mean, he's got. I mean, to the true boxing fans, they know who Connacht Islam is. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
And they do. I
you know-
heard his name brought up a few times already. From like,
Yeah.
you have another question from Aaron Robert Espinoza. Who's going to be the next boy to represent the Vargas name? Amado, Emiliano, or both?
Emiliano to me will probably be at first if Amado doesn't go pro right away because of Emmy started first, even though he's younger and Emmy has more experience. He's already got I think close to 100 fights. He's only 13.
Yeah, that kid's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Amado's barely up in his 20s in fights. So he's, I mean, but they're both working hard. Amado's working to get a lot better. So I don't know. It's a toss-up. It's whoever's more hungry.
Yeah. Worldwide Boxing, Steve Casper, great guy from New York. He said, how do you feel about the Broner and Takashi field? Does it hinder or help Broner leading up to Vargas fight?
Honestly,
They canceled the open workout because of it, because Takashi threatened him.
I mean, honestly, to me, Broner has always been one that hasn't been too headstrong. So I think that it can mess with him if he tries to get crazy with some dude, some irrelevant rap guy.
Yeah.
That he's not jumping in the ring. You are. If he feeds into that, it could be bad. But if he doesn't, he just dismisses it. There should just be another night to fight. But to me, Broner's problems are already big enough with Vargas.
Well, why is he feuding with the fucking rapper anyway? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Attention. He knows how to sell.
Yeah, but it's...
He knows how to put ass in seats.
Yeah, but...
All right.
But
Roger.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
No,
I was asking a
I
question.
wanted to-
I was talking to you, but...
Well, quit asking the questions, already. It's my turn.
You mother...
You fucking...
That's why we
You
can't...
fucking schmuck.
That's why we can't have shit around here. I was gonna take Kelly to dinner for schmucks.
I was gonna take James somewhere. Take him to Japanese sauna or something, and he's relaxed.
What's up?
Now I forget. Dude, what's going on with Kovalev? Is there any talks with that in that weight class of next fight?
Kovalev is already here in camp already. He started last week. Well, actually, about 2 weeks ago. So he's here. I think they're talking about. I think he's this kid from New York. I don't know his name. But he's a southpaw. He's a kid. He's undefeated. He's from New York. He's like 20. It's 21 and 0 with like 10 knockouts.
Jump him up for one big last fight against Shusik.
Yeah. I don't know. They're teammates.
I know, but still.
I don't think they fight each other. What do you think, Roger? Would you ever
About
see
what?
Would you ever see Kovalev and Usyk fight?
For like
Or
one
do-
big last payday?
Or they're teammates? You think that would happen or no?
What big?
No. Kovalev and Usyk.
Well, Usyk's like cruiserweight.
I know, but moving Kovalev up to cruiserweight.
I don't think Kovalev would have. I think Kovalev wouldn't make cruiserweight. He makes light heavyweight. I mean, fairly easy. He doesn't really.
Roger, he makes heavyweight. We've seen him come into camp. Remember?
No, but that was before he reinvented.
I know
refocused,
that
you
fool
what I
came into camp 228 pounds. Remember that?
mean? He was pretty heavy, and he got a pretty big head. So.
Yeah, but you know what? He has rededicated himself to his career and his trade, which I have to have mass respect for. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, it's. I mean.
Yeah.
You remember the movie The Great White Hype?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when that dude, the heavyweight champ, took off his robe?
Yeah, that fucker,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what Kovalev looked like when he came into camp.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot.
If I didn't lift weights, that's what I would look like.
The
be
fighter
honest.
from New York you're thinking of is the Olympian Marcus Brown. Is that right?
I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen Casper's up on it from Worldwide Boxing.
He better be. He's from New York.
Well, Worldwide Boxing is a great website for boxing information.
Nice.
You're going to get up to date and stuff. So go ahead and log into that and follow
What's up,
Worldwide
Steve?
Boxing. Follow Worldwide Boxing, guys. It's where we get our info too. Yeah, and
All right, Roger, you've been on 23 minutes. We're gonna have to kick you off here.
Hey, I know. Hey, there's only so much I can take of Kelly anyway, but James is different. Me and James, we can talk all damn night, but Kelly's a jerk.
Kelly is a jerk.
Fuck you! I ain't sending you no day of birth card.
Kelly sucks cocks in hell.
Fuck you guys.
Hey man, hey, you guys, man, I love the show. I love you guys, man. You guys keep doing your thing, man. I hopefully I'll see you guys in New York.
Oh, we will. And
all right,
we're gonna see you in California soon, brother. And I love you.
I love you, Vato.
I love you, bro.
Love you too. All right, and I'll talk to you soon. That was Roger Romo, guys. That was a long interview, but you know, we get talking shit, and he's so knowledgeable in the sport, and he knows everybody. So that's huge, you know. And here in about 10 minutes, I think we're gonna have Joseph Diaz calling in, the Olympian, which is huge. But guys, if you guys have questions, now's the time. What do you got there?
All right. Which one first was it? Okay, YouTube question, Angelo Costas. Hi, fellas. I really enjoy your show. What do you guys think is Broner's most noticeable boxing flaw, and how can Vargas exploit this flaw? Thanks. I appreciate it.
Go ahead, Kelly.
I think like what me and James just said before, and I think James actually tapped on it first. Broner don't have a backup plan for his when he gets in trouble. And people know how to. People see enough of Floyd and everything else, and I just don't. Broner's very talented. I don't think he's as talented as Floyd Mayweather either for that style. And I think people know how to get through that. And when that happens, he's lost. He don't know what to do or how to counter it. And you get a strong and in shape fighter, they take it to him because of that.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest flaw that Broner has. And I don't know if he's going to be able to change that at this stage in his career.
Kelly, you're absolutely right. Broner has a plan A, but he does not have a plan B or C and D, and doesn't know how to implement that. And to answer that question, I feel Broner's biggest weakness is his own brain, is his own what goes on in his head.
Yeah.
You can have all the physical skill in the world, but if your mind's not in the right place, it's never gonna. It's for naught. You know. Yeah. I'd rather have a guy with no skill that has his head in the right direction, because he can pull some shit off. But if you have talent and your head's not the right way, you're never going to be successful.
Yep.
And thank you for a minute. I appreciate it. Hey, what else? Oh, we got. Hey guys,
we got one more question.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's your world.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right. YouTube question, Rambo9. Quick question. I've been training, starting from scratch. Is it okay to do weightlifting for legs on the same day when I do cardio? I wouldn't personally do it. I don't think it's going to hurt that much. It really ain't, especially if you're replenishing yourself or getting the proper rest. But I would not suggest it. I would do the strength and conditioning day on separate days than your cardio days.
If you are going to do it, do your cardio first before the weightlifting.
Yeah.
And also keep it about 20 minutes on the cardio. Don't go over 20 minutes if you're going to do cardio, if you're going to do a weightlifting day. But Kelly's more.
And as far as lifting legs, I mean, you shouldn't be doing anything really heavy on the legs. Leg press, I would stay away from squats. There's other exercises you could do to strengthen the glutes and hamstrings and your butt. But yeah, I would do more reps. And for boxing, more endurance is the biggest thing. Yeah. There's other ways of getting strength in the legs. But yeah, as James said, if you do it, I would either bring it down to a minimum, or I would just do it on the opposite day of that. Run 3 days a week, and then the other 2 or 3 days of the week.
Well, what did you do? What worked for you?
I used to, when I was fighting for the title, I did it all. Sometimes I would do it in the same day.
Okay.
Because I ran a lot, though, and I think at the end of the time that took a toll on me. But I ran Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 miles or more. I took Thursday off, and I ran Friday, and Saturday was a big one, and I had Sunday off.
Yeah.
When I went to California, it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Tuesday and Thursday was the strength and conditioning. But you could do that, like I said, if you can get the proper rest, if you're getting the 8 hours of sleep, and if you're not killing yourself to make weight, and you can replenish your body, it's not going to hurt you. Again, we go back. You got guys in jail that fucking lift every day and don't have the proper supplements or food source that we got, look how big they get. You're not going to hurt your body that much.
Oh, they're getting their protein source. Trust me.
They could. Anally.
They're getting it fed anally and orally.
Yeah,
That's protein source. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but I again, last time I'm going to touch on
right
it.
from the tap.
Yeah, right in the boot toe. I would do, but I would spread those out. I would do legs on a day you don't do cardio or run.
And make sure your diet, guys. The fucking diet is 80% of the problem. If you're not eating right, and you're working out, you're wasting your time. You might as well just sit home altogether.
Yep, unless you're getting the protein in the butt.
Well, that's my favorite way to get it.
I know a lot of people that like that.
Oh yeah, I'm starting to wear hoop earrings so I can keep fucking my ankles in them, so I don't gotta push that hard. You know what I mean? Look at the producer's in there. Justin's in there laughing because he knows it's true. He's seen it happen before.
James gonna get ankle to ear straps.
Hey, you know what's funny as shit? Let me off the subject. Planet Fitness. Why the fuck do people wear wrist straps in Planet Fitness?
Especially with
dude, the gym, Planet Fitness.
They were a Smith machine.
No, they're doing the fucking Nautilus machines. You know what I mean? You know and they're wearing wrist straps for that shit. I'm like, really? And I've noticed.
Well, Carlos is the gym goer. He might know.
Yeah, but I've noticed a couple other things too, which really distresses me about Planet Fitness. The first thing is, why do old people feel it's necessary to lay around naked in that fucking gym all the time, like in the room? They just sit there with their old dick and balls hanging out.
They've done it at the YMCA too.
Yeah.
I mean, these motherfuckers had 2 belly buttons and they don't care. They'll come out. You'll be walking in there, and these old motherfuckers are just scratching their back with their towel and talking to you. And I mean, I'm like, dude, put something over that little thing. I can't even say put that little thing away. It's already put away.
Yeah, that motherfucker looks like a thimble with hair on it. You know what I mean? And the motherfucker this dude stuck his fucking leg up on the bench, and he was talking with his dick hanging out to somebody else, and his dick was like hovering over this guy's head. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then
some of them guys' dicks, like, they literally lay on top of their bowls. And you sit there and they talk to you. They're just rubbing their back, you know.
Oh, and I've noticed something else. About that gym. With the low prices that gym is, $10, $20, even sex offenders can afford a fucking membership at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some of the way that these dudes creep on the women there are fucking scary.
My gym is pretty cheap.
Your gym doesn't have that shit.
No.
But no, these motherfuckers just creep on.
And we got some good looking girls in the gym.
Do we? Mm-hmm. What day? I gotta come that day.
No, man, stay at your fucking Planet Fitness.
I come to this gym too. Don't be lying.
You come here like 2 times, eh?
It's far. It's 20 minutes.
Fucking stupid.
Well, you told me I had to pay for a membership.
I didn't. I said I would cut you a next to nothing deal.
That's fucking... He told me you're going to pay for a
discount. $5 off.
Yeah.
He spends $20 a month for fucking Planet Fitness.
Snow said, I'm not old, but what I do, you lay around with your cock out, Snow? Damon C can't wait to not give a fuck like that. Have that thimble of hair.
But Snow, I mean, so you go to the gym and let your dick hang out?
Yeah, why not? Free pizza. Scott says free pizza. There is free pizza at Planet Fitness. Do you have
Fridays.
Free pizza?
They got pizza at a fucking gym.
Free donuts and pizza, dude.
Right!
What the fuck is
The pizza! Fuck! We need to get free pizza.
Fuck.
What kind of a gym gives people free pizza?
The kind that hits
They
hits a fucking lunk alarm for having a gallon of water with you. Dude,
Yeah.
I got kicked out of that gym for having a gallon of water on me.
My gym's a real fucking gym.
Gallon of water, I got kicked the fuck out. I was wearing a shirt that had somebody weightlifting on it. It said, show me your snatch. Booted out. I got booted out twice in a week.
Wait, you said you seen somebody wearing that shirt?
I was wearing that shirt.
I know.
I got kicked the fuck out.
You got kicked out?
Yeah.
How do you get booted for the water, though?
Because it's intimidating to.
Damn, now where am I going to go creep on old broads? Robert, the best place to creep on old broads?
Yeah, it's intimidating to the members.
Book clubs. You know that. Book clubs, you want to creep on old broad, and church. I keep getting kicked off to baseball practice. I'll watch later. All right, Snow. Enjoy baseball practice.
You know the best place to go to find a cougar is fucking a nightclub.
Also,
if you see a cougar at a nightclub, you know she's looking.
Also, Snow, Bruce from Louisiana, her kids are playing baseball. I want to give shout out to all those kids, how hard they're working. Great kids, all of them, and I want to give them all a shout out. And the good work that Snow and her husband does supporting all those kids. Because, dude, she has like 6 kids. I told her that's like having a 2018 car with 200,000 miles on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're a decent looking chick with a shit ton of kids.
She's cool as hell.
She's cool. But Kelly's Gym is going to be the spot for picking up fast girls and good times. It will be.
I can't. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's the gym of learning doctors.
It's learn. We're a bunch of learned doctors. You're a hillbilly.
Oh, this must be. Jojo.
All right, we're having Jojo Diaz call, guys. Joe's calling in.
Jojo, you're on the air.
Perfect. What's up, man? What's going on?
How you doing? You're on the air. You're on the punchline with Kelly Pavlik and James Dominguez. What's going on with you?
Not much, man. Just getting ready for this this fight in training camp right now. Everything's going well. Training very hard with my father and coming up with a good game plan inside the gym. And not only that, I got a good strength condition coach, Daryl Hudson, as well. So the preparation is going very well, man. We're excited and we're ready to go out there and perform May 19th.
You sound good too. So like the weight and everything must be pretty good, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I actually before my father was making my meals, but now I got my strength conditioning coach, Daryl Hudson. He's doing my nutrition this fight, and he's cooking all my meals. So the weight's coming off good. I'm feeling nice and strong, and everything's going as planned.
Cool, man.
We got this show runs a little different than most shows. We're not going to ask the same questions, Joe, as you're used to. We're not going to ask a bunch of bullshit. You know, okay. The same questions. So we're going to hit you. We're going to ask you some questions. It's going to take you off balance a little bit.
Sounds good.
When you grew up, where did you grow up in California, by the way?
I grew up in South Amani.
Okay, me and you were neighbors. I grew up in Downey and then lived in Oxnard. But
oh, cool. Yeah, we're neighbors.
Yeah, we're neighbors. But also, Kelly wanted to ask you a question about Cal Worthington and his dog spot commercials. Do you remember that commercial?
Excuse me, you're breaking up a little bit. What did you say?
When you were a kid, you remember the commercials? This is Cal Worthington and his dog Spot. Remember those commercials?
Oh yes, yeah, I remember those.
What? Kelly asked the question. Did you say Pussy Cal?
Pussy Cal? No, I didn't say Pussy Cal. I was too young, but I was too young. That was too young for me, man.
Yeah, because
I was too rated G back in the day.
Bro, we talked to a bunch of people, and they were all saying the same thing in California. They were all saying Pussy Cow, and they died laughing.
I thought for sure that's what he was saying was Pussy Cow until like James really told me, and
it
then
was
like
Go See Cow.
Yeah, Go See. Then once you heard Go See Cow, you could hear it. But yeah, I played that for my wife and everything. She's like, no way that was a commercial. I was like, yeah, it was.
Oh man, I can't wait to tell my dad that. My dad's gonna be freaking busting up right now.
Hey, before we go, Delilah Rico, one of my good friends and family members, she wanted me to tell you hi and she loves you. So.
Oh yeah, just tell her to give him regards to Delilah. She's an awesome person. We actually got really close when I was training for the Olympics and getting ready for the Olympics over there in Colorado Springs. So we got really close. We built a good bond. So
yeah,
she's a good person.
She defends you like no one else. I mean, if somebody says something about it, she's all over them. You know what I mean? But,
yeah, she is, man. Even on Twitter, she's always talking crap.
I know she talks. She is. She talks a lot of shit. But no. What are you doing? What are you doing for your diet? That is so important to all these people. They always want to know what fighters do with their diets. Can you give us like a day, like what you do on a day for your diet?
Yeah, well, the diet it actually consists of the working out, how much calories I burned throughout the day. So, like, let's say I wake up in the morning, and if I have strength conditioning, then I won't run in the morning. I'll run at night. So okay. I'll run in the morning, then I'll burn some calories, and then depending on how much calories I burned, then my strength conditioning coach, he would tell me, okay, now you can have this. But since I'm losing weight, since I'm a big 126 pounder, I know that I got to intake less calories than I'm actually burning for in order for me to lose the weight the right way. So if I burn like about 2,000 calories or 3,000 calories a day, I can only intake about 2,000 calories. So I'll have my proteins in the morning and my carbs in the morning as well. But at night, I'll make sure that I just have protein at night. I will stay away from the carbs because I don't work out at night, so the carb just turns into fat. So I got to make sure that I'm just having carbs in the morning where I can have energy throughout the day before I can work out and burn my calories, and then just have my proteins at night.
Yeah.
What are you eating though? Like what does your diet consist of?
My diet is just the regular chicken breast. I just have chicken and salmon. Sometimes I'll go with
tilapia, but other than that, just chicken and salmon. And then my strength conditioning coach, he makes some green beans with some red potatoes, and then he'll mix it up a little bit and make some yams for me. And then I'll have a little bit of salads here and there if I don't want to have the same routine all the time. Or if I don't have the salad, then my father will make me a protein shake where it will just have almond milk and making sure that it's not the 2% fat milk and all that stuff, just to make sure that my body is not eating the same freaking thing all the time, man. Because a lot of boxers, when they eat the same thing, they start getting tired of it, and then they start sneaking up to McDonald's and eating the cheeseburgers and the French fries and stuff, and that's when
those amateurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very similar to like my diet. Sometimes at night, though, I would get like really hungry, and my pops would make me just so I could get something in my belly, and it actually is a little bit of a natural diuretic, and I eat that cabbage soup, and just to get something in my belly, though. But that wasn't every night.
Yeah, just to make you satisfied, correct, Joe?
Yep, that was it. Yeah, so because it's hard to sleep on an empty stomach, man.
Oh, it is, man.
So,
and then you start craving stuff, and then you start going opening the fridge and eating whatever you see.
Yep. Yeah, you figure only because it's a fingertip full of it, but that you could get away with that. You talk yourself into it, like, yeah, I can grab this piece of bacon that's left over. It ain't gonna hurt. It's just one bite. I'll burn it off in my sleep. Yeah.
Exactly. Always run the extra miles.
Yep. Hey, Joe, we got a question for you. A YouTube question. Rambo9, he says, how would you time Gary Russell Jr.?
How will I time him?
Yeah.
Well, it just depends on like the combination, and not only the combination, but a lot of people see that Gary Russell, he is a fast guy, and he throws punches and splurges. So when he wants to take off, he'll throw about like 3 6-piece combination. So I'll have to time him when he's throwing those shots, and he does leave his hands down. So once he opens up, that's when I'll just open up and shoot my shot as well, but making sure I have a tight defense. So when he's opening up, that's when I'm going to engage and throw my counter shot.
And we definitely think, and me and Kelly were talking about this, I think the last show, that you definitely have the power edge and strength edge over him. And I think that the long layoff that he has, because he only fights about every 2 years, I think that's definitely going to give you the advantage in this fight.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're going to have a big issue like people are thinking. I think you're going to win this fight pretty handily.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like a lot of people, they're thinking that I'm the underdog, but I personally think I'm the favorite in the fight. Not only am I young, am I active, I am the bigger fighter in there. I'm the stronger fighter. I'm very consistent with my activity inside the boxing ring, and I'm pretty skillful as well.
Yeah.
The only two that I think Gary Russell has over me is probably the speed, but I have speed and time to beat speed all day, as long as you perfect it. So I'm going in there thinking that I'm not the underdog. I'm the person that is the A side, and I'm going to come out there and showcase to everybody what I'm doing. And that's why I actually took the fight over there in Maryland, in his hometown too, because I'm very confident in myself and in my performance and in my activity, what I'm doing inside the boxing gym, to go out there and take a bout in front of his hometown and in front of his home people.
And that's another good point James made too about, the gap between fights that he has. An advantage for you going into this fight is the fact that he has more than 1 or 2 things to worry about going into that fight and on fight night. And that plays a toll in that during the fight when you're worried about that. You know what I mean? You get stressed out. You got a lot going on that you have to pay attention to or try to take away during the fight. And that plays into your hands very well too, especially with the activity that you got, and like James said, the pop you got. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's got a couple things that he has to worry about on fight night.
Also, Jojo, what I've seen, and I don't know if you agree or Kelly agrees, because I rarely know what the fuck I'm talking about, to be honest with you. But I see Russell as he has a plan A, but he's a guy that doesn't have a plan B or C or D. He doesn't adjust well. As we saw with Lomachenko. When he fought Lomachenko, he never adjusted. And I think that's a big thing for you. After you time him and you pressure him, he won't know how to adjust.
Oh, exactly. And because he's so, and you hit it spot on, because he's so used to fighting fighters where he's able to take him out with his plan A. He's never got a guy where he's going to take him to a different plan or where he's going to have to adjust to that style. So that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what Lomachenko did. And I feel like Lomachenko did a great job fighting on the inside, but not only that, stepping back when Gary Russell was trying to land his combination as well. So he had good footwork in there, and that's where we're gonna go inside the ring. We're gonna showcase my footwork, my defense, my strength, my offense, and just showcase to everybody that I have the full package.
Well, you've become one of me and Kelly's favorites. We do. If you watch all the shows, we always talk about you as being one of our favorites. We actually saw you on the undercard at Canelo Triple G last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we actually wanted to meet him, right? We actually were hoping to see him. Remember?
Yeah, I forget. I think we were talking to our PR lady or somebody
About trying to meet with you because we were at MGM and it just didn't happen. But we tried.
So we see how it is, JoJo. You're a little too big for us now. Fuck. Maybe 10 years ago you would have wanted to meet me, but
10 years ago he would have been like 12.
Guys, hey, this is cool. When I got the DM from I guess your assistant saying that you guys wanted me on the show, man, I ran and told my parents, oh my God, guess who wants me on the show? Kelly Pavlik. I mean, I'm a huge fan, Kelly. Me and my family, we used to watch your fights back in the day, man. You're a tremendous fighter, so it's an honor being on the show, man.
Oh, hey, man, I appreciate that, man. That means a lot, bro.
And Alicia, that's who you talked to, our PR lady.
Yeah, Alicia Taylor. Yeah, she's
awesome. She said she wanted to tell you thank you for coming on. And I wanted to tell you thank you too. Thank you, Alicia, for bringing you on. I mean, that's huge. And we do appreciate you coming on because I know you're busy in camp and I know you have things going on. I know the last thing you want to do is talk to a bunch of people. So
yeah, man,
but he's talking to Kelly Pavlik, he said.
Camp is actually chill, man.
I was talking about me. You don't want to talk
to me.
Yeah. Now that's cool. Hey, JoJo, man, we wish you the best of luck, man. And you definitely got 2 huge fans behind you that'll be rooting you on. And we would love to have you back on after your victory and, to be able to shoot the shit with you again, man. So.
Oh, thank you. Yes, and I would love to, man. So I really appreciate the opportunity and thank you for having me. Thanks for the time. And I'll make sure that I'll be on the show once again once I'm the WBC champion.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
Awesome.
We'll have you on a couple times, man.
We want to talk boxing with you.
All right, JoJo. We'll talk to you, bro.
All right, you guys be careful.
All right, man.
And that was Jojo Diaz. What a great interview with him. That guy's a good kid.
Good fighter.
Good fighter. And I really do think he's going to beat Russell.
I think so too. I just, like I said, and I'm not just saying this, after a loss like that to Lomachenko, definitely too, but, he's got more than a couple things to worry about fight night.
Yeah,
and that takes a toll in a fight because you can't concentrate on what you really want to do.
Yeah.
Usually going into a fight, a fighter's got one thing to worry about, but there's a lot of shit on behalf of Gary's part that he has to worry about, like what you said.
Well,
the
2
gaps
fights in 4 years? 2 fights in 4 years?
That believe me, that plays a toll because a fighter knows going in after training camp, his first time sparring, he could feel a ring rust.
What's your longest layoff?
It was like a little over a year.
Your longest?
But even after only taking a month and a half off and my first day back in sparring, my time, you feel it. I mean, it's not much, but you're off a little bit. Now, damn well that's playing in his head a little bit.
Oh, yeah, of course. But also, sorry, guys, I couldn't get to everybody's questions because my phone froze up, and I see that Damon has a good one, Simon has a good one. I'm sorry, guys, I didn't get to it. My phone froze, and I didn't see it. But I would have, I always want to ask questions for you guys. I will think it'll be harder than things. You know what? It's going to be a hard fight. I think so, Jamal. It's going to be a hard fight. Gary Russell's no joke. But my thing is this. He has never shown that adaptability. Even in the amateurs, he didn't show that adaptability. Go ahead.
Oh, no.
He didn't show the adaptability as some of his teammates did. And even as a pro, he didn't show that adaptability against a guy like Lomachenko. There was no other plan but just to sit there and try to outspeed Lomachenko, which was not going to happen.
Yeah, no. And you seen what happened. YouTube question, Stephen Connor. Do you guys
Tell
have...
me his stupid boxing shoes went out.
Your stupid boxing shoes went out.
Yeah.
And I think I signed them.
He did sign them.
Yeah. Do you guys have any funny or good stories about having to sacrifice good times to train? For instance, I have to miss a Judas Priest concert tonight with my brother because I fight on Saturday. Haha.
Was that supposed to be a good time?
Nah. I'd rather sit
breaking
in
the law,
Judas
breaking the
Priest.
law.
But seriously, I didn't like
understand.
Judas Priest. I would rather sit and watch the paint dry on the wall. But
No, I understand. I'm missing stuff. You know, that's part of
yeah, actually,
that's just part of discipline.
The biggest one I remember wasn't even a pro fight. I was 12 years old and I was playing PB football. And the big thing was you always still want to play under lights because, like, you see your brother playing in high school football under lights. And I'll never forget, our season was over and we lost in the championship game. Yeah. And, like, literally 2 weeks later, usually at that point, everybody's kind of sad because you got to return your equipment, your helmet, your season's over. And some people like me, I loved getting hit, so football, I loved it. And then we got the phone call that we could play a team from New York. Yeah. Now, you're 12 years old. You could play a team from New York at the high school field under the lights. And it was a huge opportunity. And I had a big amateur Golden Gloves coming up. So my choice was play this game and miss the Golden Gloves, or fight in the Golden Gloves, miss the game. I cried. I truly did cry. I ain't going to lie to you, but I ended up missing the game for better reasons, I guess, years later. And I went and fought in the thing. So, yeah, I literally sacrificed. I sacrificed high school dances.
Oh, yeah, of course. You know what? I almost sacrificed high school graduation for the National PAL.
Yeah, well.
It happens. The summer one. But you want to hear my biggest loss? You want to hear this shit? This is a great fucking loss. Redhead chick named Danielle, right? Fucking junior year of high school. We didn't have cell phones back then, so I get this note at school, right? It says, Saturday, come over. We're going to have a good time. My parents are gone. I'm talking about this chick was like, she was a dime piece, and she's way out of my league, you know, and she's giving me a shot, right? So I'm planning, I get home, and my dad says, Saturday we're going to Oklahoma City. I'm like, what the fuck you mean we're going to Oklahoma City? I was not banging this redhead chick Danielle anytime soon, right? And you know what? I knew going to Oklahoma City the whole time my window had passed. You know what I mean? I knew it was never going to happen.
Did you tell your dad what you had coming up?
No. But I had plans, you know?
He may have let you know for that.
No, he wouldn't have.
No?
No. He already rented the van. You know, when you already rent the van, you already have 15 kids in the van. But
he may have took her with you guys.
This was a girl I was working on steady since my freshman year. You know what I mean? I was working on this one. And one day she just was like, you know, come over. We're going to have a good time. My parents will be gone. You can just spend the night. I knew what was going to happen. And guess what happened? I had Oklahoma City, right? And then I knew my window passed. When I got back, she had shit to say to me. She was with someone else. Like, oh, you motherfucker. So, yeah, boxing has taken a lot. You
sure it wasn't a younger Amy Green?
A younger Amy Green would have had my dad at 12.
Oh. No, I'm saying it because she's from Oklahoma and got red hair.
No, the fight was in Oklahoma. It was Oklahoma City. The fight was. I was not Oklahoma. Oh, I don't think I could have handled Amy Green in her prime. I think Amy Green would have broke my fucking legs off.
What do you think, Amy? All right, let me get this last YouTube question.
Yeah, get it. I'm not talking about my sex expades.
No, that's funny, though. Dude, no, actually, I want to hear more.
There was no more. I jacked off on the van. I jacked off in the back of the 15-seat van. You know what I mean? There was no more. I jacked off with a piece of Anthony's pizza.
You wrapped the cheese around it?
No, I just held the pizza like this and cried.
It's all about the sauce. All right, winner of the punch from Champ Ross.
Okay.
Winner of the punchline shirts coming out, guys.
When Kelly buys the motherfuckers, cheap ass.
Man, I thought we had a whole bunch of them.
They're gone. They've been given out.
Yeah, we'll get more.
We need more. Kelly did buy some, and they went out. A lot of them were publicity stuff, but we do need to get another. I think Alicia's supposed to be working on that, so we'll see what she comes up with. We do, we will come up with merchandise and things like that, more. At 44, Daniel Poor always has good questions. Does it favor Broner or Vargas?
What was the question?
At 144, does it favor Broner or Vargas?
Vargas is big, though. I still think that plays into Vargas. That favors Vargas.
I think Broner did that on purpose. I think he drained Vargas on purpose to try to even the fight a little bit. But all that's going to happen, it's going to weight drain Vargas. I think
Broner struggled in the Mikey fight, though. He struggled making that.
Yeah. Well, he made it 38, but he was not right.
No, I mean, you could see that he struggled making a weight. So.
But this will be easy for Broner. But weight draining Vargas, all that's going to do is going to put more weight on Vargas 30 hours later. Vargas will be 163 at fight time. Yep. Broner might be, 55? So, I mean, yeah.
50, 55.
We got Anthony, our internet guy, one of the best guys out there in the world. Also, big time MMA fighter and jiu-jitsu guy. Dan Siegel's watching. One of the best gyms in Columbus. Triumph Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
We're going to be talking to you, Dan.
Yeah, you're coming here to work, Dan. You're going to come do some shows.
Teach me how to bend motherfuckers up.
Bend them.
Bend them like pretzels. What's that?
Amy Green today is a knockout. Yes, Simon.
Stephen Connor says thanks for signing the stupid sheet.
Oh yeah, they're signed. They're all. They got.
And Steve, I don't think they're stupid. I can't control what my co-host says.
Everything that I have to mail out of my own money is stupid. If it costs me money to mail it back, it's fucking
this
stupid.
Motherfucker want to talk about cheap.
I am cheap as fuck, man. Roger is so PC. Roger is not PC. They said Roger is PC. Roger is PC because his income depends on what he says, you know? Frampton Donaire is this weekend as well. You know what? I love Donaire. He's a friend of ours. He was your teammate, but I think time just may have passed Donaire by. I think we got Frampton.
Fuck, I think he's older than me.
No, he's 36.
Well, yeah, that's what
Yeah. But I think Frampton has this fight won, you know? Unless Donaire springs that left hook shocker of his and puts him to sleep.
Because Donaire's still going to carry. I mean, he's so talented. And he's still going to have some speed left.
The last thing to go of any fighter is power, right?
Yeah. You know how to punch. You'll be 80 years old and still be able to hit harder than any other 80-year-old. First thing that goes in boxing is timing. Speed reflexes. And timing and reflexes are the first thing to go. But you never lose power. Right. And the speed is still
Roger said, how am I so PC? Roger, I don't...
Yeah, who from the punchline put that?
Yeah, you know who it was. It was Miss Green. She said that Roger was PC. I think Roger knows, like, there's some things that you can't talk about because Lomachenko's in camp, or that you can't say, like, hey, there's some things you just can't say. I mean, because they are in camp.
Yeah,
that's your income. You know what I mean? He has a kid with braces.
Camp is supposed to be secretive and
yeah, and I think for us to get that little bit out of Roger was awesome. Yeah, like I
could get more out of Roger. I know how.
Simon says I think Donaire has enough for one more night, and I do too, Simon. I think that punch can change something with him.
Well, what I'm saying is it wouldn't be shocking if Donaire wins.
No, not at all. Free pizza at the gym doesn't help. You know what, Mike? It doesn't. That's a bitch. But you know what I do? I walk past it. I go home and have my grilled chicken and sweet potatoes.
See, we don't do that to you here at my gym.
No.
Man, if I walked into a gym, like I said, I've never been to Planet Fitness before, but I want my dad. If I just got back I walk in there and saw fucking pizza there, I'd fucking leave. I'd be like,
yeah. See, and if you do see people eating at my gym, what do they eat? What did you come in the gym with today, Justin? Steak salad.
And protein bars.
No, yeah. Protein bars. I just started my diet though, but I eat fucking eggs and rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, that's good. Simon said Planet Fitness is a judge-free zone. The fuck it is. Yeah, I wear a Show Me Your Snatch shirt. They kicked me out. That's not judge-free, is it? They threw me out. That's not a judgment-free.
Yeah, and it's a deadlifting term.
Kelly bought me my shirt, and it was a deadlift on it, and it said Show Me Your Snatch.
That's what they call it in powerlifting.
And it had the little lifter on. They said, you have to take your shirt off or leave. I said, I don't have no shirt. Well, then you have to leave. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
That's horrible.
Dude, it's terrible. Hey, I know what we got going on today. We have a product review, our first one.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Okay, guys, the good people at Bryant Boxing, I want to thank Alicia Taylor for setting this up. I want to set this up. Bryant Boxing is a new company, been out for about a year. And they sent us equipment. They wanted us to review it. And
nice.
We're not sponsored by these guys, and we're not paid by these guys. So any review we're going to give you is any review we give you is going to be 100% accurate, good or bad. We're not going to bullshit you guys on it.
Even sitting down, I got a beautiful hook.
You can let me finish this?
Talk about me, man.
You let me finish this?
Oh, okay.
I'm just fucking.
Oh, boy, I should take it off. It says BB.
But let me tell you, when I first heard about the company, when I first heard, hey, we want you to try this box of stuff, I was kind of like, fuck. Because I thought I was getting some Pakistani off-market brand bullshit that they send in. You know what I'm talking about? That box equipment the Pakistani sends you? That bullshit, it tears right away. So I was like, you know what, we're going to go ahead and try it and check. Well, Brian Boxing has sent it to me. Their equipment sent me 2 pairs of gloves, the blue pair and a black pair.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I just got 2 fucking queer baits that came back here.
What was the last time you put gloves on?
You know what? Since your dad comes here, I can't say that, but I was going to tell you last time I put a glove on. You know what it has to do with. Okay?
Please settle down.
I love you, babe. It's okay. What's up, man? That's Keenan. He's cool as hell, too. Me and my buddies walked in.
Okay.
All right, great story.
Anyway, we were
I was excited, man. I got my gloves on, dude.
I know you were. When we got the packaging, I was pretty surprised on it. And we got the gloves. I tried them on, and I'm going to tell you guys, my initial reaction to it was the gloves are fucking awesome. They have the same thumb as Reyes. They have a Reyes thumb. Show them, Kelly. They have a Reyes thumb on them. They have cool colors, which I liked. And they have the lace, like the pro style gloves. They have the Mexican lace up, like the pro style gloves. I don't know. Get this motherfucker off.
Oh, sorry. I got confused on that.
They have this lace up here, where the Mexican, and they also have the hook loop. But it's not just a loop; it's to protect your wrist from punching. So it's what they did was they made it the Mexican style, like Reyes, but they made the wrist support like Grant. And what do you think about it, Kelly? I'm
going to tell you right now, dude. Honestly, I wish these were around like the inside. They're still hard on the outside, so it's still going to hurt your sparring partner a little bit. But the inside is just like foam. It's foamed around your hand.
It's like sticking your hand in a soft pussy. That's
it is.
Felt like, yeah.
It is.
That's a punchline review, baby.
Yes.
Well,
that is a punchline review. Can you state that again?
Yes. It was like sticking my hand in a soft pussy. A big out of shape pussy, like a bullfrog, but it was a pussy.
Women, we're sorry.
We're sorry, guys, but I'll stick my hand in your pussy too.
Well, they're not that offended. Marissa said nice.
Oh, Marissa's awesome. But I'll stick my hand in Marissa's pussy too. Well, I'll read Bible scripture to Marissa first. But no, guys.
Roger, what are you asking, bro?
Hey,
Anthony, it's good though, dude. If I was you, I would get it.
Dude.
Well, you don't. But I mean, I don't know. Do you still put the gloves on for boxing on your strike game, or
no,
do you?
He's talking about the Pakistanis. He's not talking about
Okay.
the Pakistani boxing. No, like I said, guys, they're not paying us and they're not giving us shit. But we said we would do product reviews. So if you have products, we'll review your boxing stuff for you. That's what we will do. But we will give you the honest answer. If it's shit, I'm going to tell you it's shit. I don't think you'd hit me, Kelly. I don't think you'd fucking do it.
Let's see how close I can get to your nose.
No, why don't you just do it on the chin? Don't do it on the fucking nose.
The snout, I hated that.
The snout's ugly enough. Don't fuck with it.
All right.
No, but I really think this equipment is fucking amazing. It's handmade. It's also handmade, guys, which is awesome. And it's made out of lamb instead of cowhide.
I just ain't saying that. I mean, like, you guys, how it feels on the inside, the glove, the way it foams around.
Well, show them the inside of it.
It's not too tight.
Look at this, guys. The inside, it's embroidered.
Well, if that's the case, just tell Marissa to show.
Yeah, it's embroidered and it has the that soft material in it. And then look what they put inside the glove in the hand thing, like this. It says, pride and never quit.
Oh, it even got an inspirational quote.
Yeah, it has an inspirational quote on there. Pride never quit. And they're making me a set of gloves that says, I'm going to beat Kelly's ass right in the middle of it. And
see, now you can't buy that product because it's false advertisement.
Hey, you know what the other set of gloves I'm going to get is? I'm going to bang Marissa.
Yeah. When you said open this up, you should have said, Marissa, can you open up and show them what the inside of the glove looks like?
No, but I'm really happy with these gloves. And
I'm joking, Marissa.
We are joking. We love you, and we think you're wonderful. But also, if you guys are interested in this, we'll put the link up. Actually, Alicia can put the link up for the website. I think the gloves run you about $105, which is very reasonable for gloves. They're better than Ringside. They're better than some of these other gloves that are out and about nowadays. Yeah. They're better than Saba, some of these other companies. So, guys, this fucking glove, we're not bullshitting you. Yeah, they're fucking great gloves.
Just try them.
And like I said, they're not paying us for an endorsement, but we put the brand up on our green screen so you can see. But we want to give them a shot, and if you want us to review your shit,
I'll tell you what, if they take off though, they should.
They should. They can make any color you want, which is pretty cool too. I like that.
Yeah, I love that color right there.
Oh, dude, they had black and turquoise, which blew me away.
Okay, I got one more YouTube question. It says Donaire is plus 600 on the sports book. What you think about those odds?
Dude, I don't follow gambling that
yeah.
well.
I don't know.
I can give you like who I think's gonna win, and then we might cash out. But
Justin, you know, I mean, 600
how,
sounds
Justin?
like a big odd.
What's plus 200? What's that mean?
Plus 600.
Well, Pluxy did that. He's the underdog.
He's the
Okay. Like when we were in Vegas, I had Kelly bet a draw on Triple G and Canelo. We were right on that.
But dude,
You should have bet the farm on that, bro. You should have bet everything. You rode that fucking shit.
I was wanting to, but I ended up picking so many fucking rounds, and I forgot that I wanted to.
Dude, could you imagine if you would put 5 G's on that?
No.
Dude, we would have been rich. I said we would have been rich.
We wouldn't have been coming home. Well, yeah, no, we would have had to.
No, but I said we would have been rich.
Yeah.
Kelly put $5,000 down. We would have been rich. Kelly would have said, "Fuck you, motherfucker." Hey, and I told Kelly.
I'd find the farthest fucking slot machine in the casino.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what happened, guys. When Kelly hit, I told Kelly, bet on the draw. He's like,
well, he's going to take full credit for that, but I was calling.
I know you were, but I said bet on the draw, and he said okay. So he put 20. Was it 20?
Yeah, well, actually, I wanted to put more. I fucked myself on that because I was trying to pick other rounds just to get.
He was moving your money around. Anyway, he goes
600 or 500. I think it was it 600?
600.
Yeah.
But I said, "Where's my part?" This motherfucker looked at me like I shot his cat. I'm just joking, dude. I don't want. Where's my part? You're not. He goes, "Fine, I'll give you your fucking share." I'm like, "Dude, I'm just joking. I don't want anything. I was just fucking with you."
I wasn't fucking joking.
Yes, I was. Hey, Simon says it means for every dollar you spend, you win 6.
Champ Ross, I hope you got the answer on that one. We're not big time gamblers here.
No, we're not. I don't have enough money to gamble, and Kelly has enough going out and other shit to be worried about gambling. Donaire was 6. So if I bet $1 and Donaire wins, I win $6. That's pretty good.
Wait, what happened?
Okay, so basically, if Donaire is 6 to $100, if you bet $1 on Donaire, you'll win $6 if he wins.
Oh,
that's not bad.
No,
that's not bad at all. Look, Kendall Gould's watching.
You're gonna have to put up a good amount of money to win some money.
Oh yeah, but Kendall Gould's watching. We talked about Kendall a couple weeks ago, one of our favorite guys. Great amateur guys, one of the fucking best amateurs.
Oh, Kendall's a homie.
Kendall's a homie, one of the most amazing amateurs. Big fan of his. I am, and good friends with me and Kelly. I think he's coming to Hall of Fame your weekend to see you.
Yes, he is.
So yeah, man. Any guys have questions? It's time to ask. What time is it?
Yeah, it's 6:30. We got about 10 minutes.
Is it 10 minutes?
Yeah, we could do 15. 10,
we got 15 minutes, guys. So let's do it. I mean, we got, like I said, we did products. We had our guest.
I'm trying to figure this out real quick. I don't want to be on my phone.
What are you trying to figure out?
Nothing.
Okay. Are you getting more questions on YouTube?
Nope.
So you're just...
So that one here.
Glenn says, I heard that. I'm too broke to gamble the landscape. Like, hey, Glenn, you know what? Hard work is hard work, bro. And I respect you for it, man. And, so, I mean, there's nothing, there's nothing wrong with that. And you keep working hard and we respect you for it. All right, Alicia, love you too. And we'll call you, and you call me later. But yeah, I mean, that's... So how's your diet been going? How's your food going?
Well, that's what we're going to talk about now.
Okay.
I fucked up this weekend.
Yes.
I'm trying to get back to the punchline. Okay. I had chicken parm. I went to Olive Garden.
Yeah.
That was hard. And I had chicken parm, fucking unlimited breadsticks, and salad. Salad was great, but I knocked the breadsticks down.
Yesterday?
Oh no, wait, that was last week. That was only one cheat day.
Dude.
No, I went to Nicolini's.
Oh fuck.
This week.
Okay.
I got the mussels, which mussels ain't that fattening, and they're a nice source of protein.
Yeah.
But it came in a white wine, butter, lemon, clams at the bottom, roasted tomatoes. Overall, still wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Okay. But I also got the fucking bread, and they had the olive oil with the Italian seasonings on the plate.
Yeah.
And I went through, it's the garlic olive oil, and I went through almost an entire fucking loaf of bread right there, just on that. And then I ordered this fucking chicken parm, and my luck being I haven't ate at Nicolini's in a long time. It's a fantastic restaurant in Boardman and Austin Town. But I got 2 Like if it was like they found the biggest fucking chicken on the farm and put that on my plate, big ass pieces of chicken, and I ate that, and I got a pop with it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I fucked up. But yesterday, I was 1,400 calories short
Of your goal?
of my goal.
I was 860.
So I kind of made up, and I weighed myself yesterday, and I actually lost 2 more pounds.
Dude, that's crazy. You know what? I've been good. I mean, I've really been really good. I had my cheat meal last week was Chipotle. I had 2 tacos and a burrito, double chicken and guacamole and everything. But you know what I did after I ate that? I fasted the rest of the day. I ate nothing else. I got like 2,600 calories. I was done.
Yeah.
I didn't eat no more again until the next day.
Yep.
So I ate at 1 o'clock, and I didn't eat again till 1 o'clock the next day, which helps me. But
Yeah, and I think today is going to be another day that I'm like way under my...
dude, I'm starving. I am literally starving. And I had grilled chicken and sweet potatoes this morning. So
The punchline. I have some girls who want to know if Kelly has a bootylicious workout plan. I sure do.
yes,
I sure do.
squat on this dick.
No.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
But,
But if you want to, I won't be mad.
no.
I was talking about me, not you. You're not going to get in trouble. Triple G still on schedule for May and Carson. When do they finally just cancel? You know what? Loved Vanna's tweet. Who criticized Vanna as a potential player? Vanna's pretty much responded that he'll run into his fat face someday. You know what? I've heard from sources in Golden Boy that there will be no fight. I'm gonna just say it. There will be no fight in May.
That's what I thought too, yeah.
I've heard that. We heard that about a month ago that there will be no fight. So I don't think there will be. I'll be surprised.
It might be a stupid ass move to put that fight on rather like this close now. No opponents still. I mean, I understand people will still probably hang out there. They're going to be out there anyways, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you know what? Dan Rafael, he does say stupid fucking shit constantly. And but that's what some writers do. Some writers are out there just to cause that because they need to sell a story. Me and Kelly personally, we don't do that. We don't want to we try not to talk on gossip and things like that. If I hear something, I'll bring it up. But, you know, I'll tell you, I don't know if it's a fact, but I did hear that the fight may be canceled. I heard a pretty good source, but I don't know. But we're trying
Now,
not...
shit in boxing, and even if you
changes.
hear from a very fucking high person in
employee?
boxing or an employee, sometimes
It changes.
they may be wrong too. I mean, a lot of people don't get. Nobody knows besides the fucking head of the
the
people.
promoter.
Yeah.
Unless you're Eric Gomez or Oscar or Triple G himself, we don't fucking know.
But it's also good to have the fucking sources that that we do
we
have.
trust. And one of the big things I think writers have to do is they need to protect their sources, which I've seen a lot lately with certain writers. They don't protect their sources. They'll get called out on a story that they post, and they'll say, well, so-and-so told me. Well, motherfucker, you don't do that.
Yeah.
You know? And Scott says, I like eating what I want to make the wife jealous. That will do it. That will do it. Also get you divorced to keep fucking around that way, Scott.
Yeah. I like eating especially you start getting fucking too big.
Well, Scott's wife is 138 pounds. Scott's running about 300.
Yeah.
So, Scott, I would be a little more supportive because we're getting older, buddy. And what I mean is we're not going to do any better than we already are.
Oh, my ass hurts.
I'm hearing Canelo may leave Golden Boy. You know what? Again, he had. I think what happened. I think Golden Boy and Canelo might have run their course, and I think they didn't have. Canelo feels Golden Boy didn't have his back. But what are they supposed to do? They didn't inject Canelo or make him take Cumbuterol.
Yeah, I mean, like, how many bridges are they going to fucking burn along the way?
You know, who's gonna, you know, what is Canelo gonna do? No one's gonna promote Canelo as well as Golden Boy did. They made him a star. If not,
Well, I'm going to tell you why, too. Golden Boy is a great promotional company, but Canelo was their biggest fucking star.
cash cow.
Yeah, and so, of course, they were going to do... They put all their fucking time and effort towards that.
Oh yeah. So, Simon asked Kelly, for any fight that may have gotten rescheduled in your career, did you break camp for a time or stay in camp? The extended time, did you ever feel overtrained?
You know, they never switched opponents. I mean, and if they did, it was early in my career. Yeah, one time I had a hand injury, then something happened with the fighter. I think it might have actually been the Ross Thompson fight.
What was
And so we pushed it back.
was he even fucking fatter?
He might have been. Yeah, he came in overweight for that fight too, like 4 fucking pounds. And all I remember from that was he was fighting with the fucking commission on him that he's not losing the extra weight and he ain't trying. He almost got in a fight with Cameron Duncan, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
But
Well, I always like Ross. He's a good guy. I think he just always had trouble with discipline. You know what I mean? Discipline. He wasn't disciplined, but he's a good guy. And
But Simon, no, I didn't for that because it wasn't long. They only pushed the fight back a month. So we took a break as far as the week of sparring. We didn't spar that 1 week, but I was in the gym, pad work. We ran like 3 days that week. So we stayed active, and it was actually kind of, I wish a lot of fights fucking went that way in camp. But
there's a great question here, too. You think, Damon asked, man, you think Golden Boy can create another megastar?
yeah.
I think they can, but you have to have substance. You have to be able to fight. They can only do so much for you because boxing fans nowadays are fucking smart. You're not going to pull the wool over their eyes.
Yeah.
If you can't fight, they're going to expose you quick.
But they can because of the fact that they will get talent. They will find somebody. They got the money behind their promotional company.
Dude.
They will sign somebody, give them a signing bonus,
Well,
and then they will promote the fuck out of them. A good
look.
fighter.
Ryan Garcia, Virgil Ortiz, those kids are fucking monsters, man.
Exactly.
Gabriel Flores.
So yeah, I mean, as of right now, I mean, I'm sure because of this fallout with Canelo, I'm sure that De La Hoya and his team went to the fucking drawing board and was like the first 2 names they brought up, Garcia and Ortiz, and it was like, okay, time to fucking move these kids.
Yep,
I bet
sure.
you right now.
Oh yeah, let's move them.
I think they're the only fight. All their fighters.
Ryan's already headlined ESPN cards.
Yeah, and believe it or not, let me tell you this from what I've seen so far. There's only a handful of fighters I see on television commercials, and most of the fighters are signed with Golden Boy.
Yeah. Oh, also, I like the shirt, man. Great shirt.
thank you. Yes,
You got Mexican colors.
Yes, you gave it to me.
I know. It was sent to you from Craig from Insane Fight Gear. He wanted Kelly to get that, and I said, "Give Kelly the Mexican colors. He'll wear it to represent Mexican culture today."
Damon, no man. The biggest thing was trying to keep sparring partners there. We brought in 3 sparring partners at camp. No, we never had to boot any. Fortunate, we wanted him to come at me. That's why we brought 3 in, and all 3 seen sparring every day that we sparred. I would do 3 rounds, 3 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 4 rounds, 2 rounds, and vice versa. So
Simon has a question here. Oscar has another sex scandal.
yes,
he's
that
dealing
one,
with.
Simon.
Did you see that one? Oscar
What?
has another sex scandal he's dealing with. What's that?
There's a YouTube question about that too.
Okay. Well, we can answer both. Oscar has another sex scandal he's dealing with. Another one involving cross-dressing utensils. Look, guys, it's not a secret. Oscar's a fucking freak. Come on, let's be honest. There's stories going back years and years and years of him doing shit like this. If he wants to stick a wooden spoon up his fucking ass or a spatula up his ass, the man's worth $500 million. He can stick whatever he wants up his fucking ass.
YouTube, Steve Connor goes, if Golden Boy cans Canelo, is Ryan Garcia up next? That's what we were just talking about, Steve. Yeah, I think so. I don't know for sure, but I would imagine that Ryan Garcia and Virgil Ortiz will be the 2 next ones that they're going to start pushing and promoting more and putting their time into.
Well, I think with them 2 together.
No, they don't. Who got Gervonta?
Gervonta is Floyd.
He's
Al Heyman and Floyd.
Yeah.
But for the same reason, and I like the Ryan Garcia and Virgil Ortiz thing because they're polar opposites of each other. You have these hardcore Mexican fans, they're going to love Virgil Ortiz. Yeah. Then you have the Mexican-American fans that's going to love Ryan for his brashness, that cocky attitude, the you know what I mean, the good-looking kid that with speed and power.
Virgil, if you're listening, we think you're good-looking too, though.
Well, yeah, you're a fucking handsome man. But what I'm saying is Virgil is all business. Virgil is that quintessential Mexican fighter. He can box, he can punch, and he can fucking hurt you with either hand. He's gonna break you. And real boxing heads love that. Yeah. When they know that you're gonna go to
and Oscar will play the Garcia like his career.
Yeah. But no, what do you think about this whole thing with the utensils? Like I said, what the man does in his bedroom is his own fucking business.
Yeah, dude, again, he's a fucking... You guys know damn well if you've seen Oscar De La Hoya out in fucking public, you'd be fucking dying to meet him, hang out with him.
Yep.
You know damn well that any woman that meets him in fucking public is going to throw their ass at him. Yep. So shut the fuck up. Yeah. Seriously, like... Shut up.
Those are fans. A lot of people, they're gonna
Fucking
come down
hating ass motherfuckers. They would switch their fucking spot with Oscar De La Hoya in a fucking heart. For half of what De La Hoya got, they would switch their fucking life to be like.
Dude's worth $500,000. He can stick a spatula up his ass if he wants to.
Yeah, probably golden too with fucking diamonds in it.
That shit's golden with cocaine residue on it. You know what I mean? He's shoving tons of cocaine up his ass too. And you know what? He probably sits in that office like Scarface. You know what I mean?
He does too.
Fucking pile of cocaine, cash piled up. And a spatula up his ass.
Motherfucker's bowing down to him.
That motherfucker fought everyone. And I'm not a Golden Oscar dick rider because I rode with Fernando the whole time because Fernando's family. I ride with Fernando, but Oscar fought every motherfucker in the world. Win or lose, he fought everybody.
And nobody can take that. You can't. If you deny that, there's a reason you got hate.
Yep.
Okay, Champ Ross. You guys' thoughts on the Oscars? Oh yeah, we just
Kelly,
talked about that.
what was your biggest money fight, if you don't mind me asking?
Hopkins.
And you forgot the check in the hotel.
No, I did not. That was first of all, that was the first Taylor fight.
Oh, Taylor, you forgot the check in the hotel, which is awesome.
My dad forgot that. Who's the cheapest motherfucker of anybody? He left it. But here, you guys got to understand what happened behind that. My dad always kept that like in the wallet in his back pocket, tight.
Yeah.
Always had it.
Dude,
that night, we didn't get back to the room till like quarter after the post-fight interviews and press conference and fucking drug testing. We didn't get back to the room because it's East Coast till like after 2 o'clock in the morning.
Can I say something before? Your dad is the coolest dude in the world. He can put a multi-million-dollar check in his wallet and fold it like that.
Yes,
sit on
he
that
does.
Motherfucker, you know what I mean? And they're like sitting there. He's like counting 20s, and he has a multi-million-dollar check. Like, hey, motherfucker, that's a fucking pimp move.
And then our flight was out the next morning at like 7:30. So we literally, everybody had 500 fucking, I just won the world title, 500 people in the room. So yeah, we forgot it. But listen, you can't cash the fucking check. It's a 10-day hold on it. We weren't worried about money going anywhere. They would definitely give us another check, which they did. Oh yeah, because we called Lee on the way back too. I called Lee Samuels, and I'm like, Lee.
Didn't that story make national news, by the way?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. I wonder what the cleaning crew said when they found that check. Like, holy shit.
I don't think they found it. Or if they did, yeah, they may have. Well, they probably did eventually find it, but it was already canceled.
They said, what kind of shit went on here where he kept... How much money does this motherfucker have where he leaves a check behind like this?
That was just the money to gamble with.
But, you know, they were talking about this Ross Thompson thing about... Was that the guy who started with Fernando? You know, there's a good story to that. You know, when they fought Fernando and Ross... Ross Thompson was talking shit about Fernando's wife, saying all kind of shit about Martha and all kind of things. And when Fernando knocked Ross down 4th round, he spit on him. Yeah. And they fined Fernando $50,000. Fernando said it was the best $50,000 he ever spent.
And here's the thing that's even more irritating about that. I'm sure Ross Thompson did a lot more shit in the fucking press conference and everything else leading up to that fight that they could have fined him for, but they didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kendall said Oscar wouldn't fight Vernon Forrest. I know this. Vernon chased his ass. Vernon had bigger problems with Mayorga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At that time.
Come on, Kendall. Now, see, you're going to hate. You're homie. You're trying to take away from what Oscar fought and his resume and everybody he fucking fought. I'm sure if Oscar De La Hoya fought all them guys, I'm sure he would have fought fucking Vernon Forrest if
I don't think
everything was negotiated.
I don't think Vernon Forrest was at the top of Oscar's list for being scared when he was trying to make a fight with Paul Williams too. You know what I mean? Oscar tried to make a fight with Paul Williams. I don't think Vernon Forrest had him scared.
Yep. Hey, Simon goes, big tip for the maid. Yeah, biggest tip she ever got and probably the last tip she ever got too. You know she wouldn't have been fucking cleaning hotels no more.
Nah. Who would win a WWE steel cage match versus Kelly Pavick or Roger Romo?
Well, I think I won the battle last time.
The New York bedroom battle?
Yeah, I won the battle, but I think Roger won the war because...
He kept trying to fight.
My old ass, I had kinks in my neck for the next 2 days.
He held your neck?
Yeah, but I got him off.
You did.
I tossed him around a little bit.
Yeah. You had the weight advantage.
Roger's strong as fuck.
Roger's strong, man. Kendall said never. Oscar definitely great. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the situation was. But I think, Kendall, if Oscar was ducking, I think it was a financial thing and not a physical thing. Vernon Forrest's people were not known to be... Vernon Forrest was pretty light on the checkbook. They didn't make that much. He didn't make much money in his career. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. See, Roger said he did. He sucker punched Fernando at the press conference. And Fernando knocked him off. Yeah, and they should have fucking find because Fernando. They should have fucking been like, Fernando, you should have stepped on him after you fucking knocked him out.
Oh, well, he spit in his face.
You're gonna. So what? I mean, the shit that fucking Thompson does. Ah, fuck it. All right, I'm getting worked up.
You're getting all worked up now. Yeah. Hey, you remember when Ross got on there and said he beat you? He outboxed you for 12 rounds and he landed 4 punches per round? Or he threw 4 punches per round? So he literally threw 48 punches in the fight.
That goes beyond boxing. That's something here.
And then he said, well, you didn't knock me out. Well, let me tell you what. In my experience, and which is not nearly what Kelly's is, but if you actively try not to get knocked out, you're fucking not going to get knocked out. Yeah. I could fight Kelly for 3 rounds, and I could run and hold my hands up, and I probably wouldn't get knocked out.
That was the defense thing that we talked about, too. A good defensive fighter is not somebody who survives and don't get hit. Anybody can block a lot of punches when you're not trying to win.
Yeah.
If you're not trying to get knocked out, you could cover up and do things.
Yes.
The reason why you get hit is usually when you're attempting to throw a punch and your first thing is not defense.
Yes.
And so, yeah, anybody can have good defense. Now, somebody like Mayweather who makes you pay for missing, and Hopkins and guys like that, that's great defense.
Or Paul Spadafora.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that motherfucker, you miss him by an inch, you were paying for it. You were going to take a 3-piece right to the mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or maybe 6-piece. He didn't have much power, but
you know what, Paul. And I'm saying that I've sparred with him for 3 years. He didn't have power, but he had like shocking. I don't know how to explain it.
He did have a little bit.
It wasn't that clubbing power like you have, but it was like a lightning strike. You know what I mean? It was fast and it would shake you.
I think it was more so because you got hit with like fucking 3 of them and not expecting it.
You got hit in the jaw.
And anytime you get hit, that's why people get knocked out so much from sucker punches. The person that suckers a guy is not that he hits that hard. Yeah. It's the fact that he fucking caught you not looking. And that's kind of what a Paul Spadafora was. Like, he hit you with like 3 fucking punches that you didn't see coming.
And the thing about him, he was so smart. You would throw a jab, and he would let that jab touch his shoulder. And he would be here, and what he would do is he'd buck your arm in the air. And when he bucked it, he would catch you on the side, and he moved your arm up just to hit you on that short rib.
I think one day we should have just like a little highlight run with Spadafora. We talk about him enough on here, and I think he was he was under a champion that was under the radar, dude, because of promotion. Dude. You know, Mike Akery.
He was fucking awesome.
But I got to answer my. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, it's your question.
My homie Bobby Gordon, man, he's a huge fan of the show. Youngstown kid, and he lived actually cat a corner from us on Cornell on Shady Run. He goes, how nervous were you before your fights? Listen, Bobby, fucking nervous, bro. Not nervous to any point, but anybody that says they never got nervous for a fight is fucking full of shit. But you know what? The funny part about that, you even had nerves up to the ring, and the fucking introductions seemed like they took 2 hours long. But as soon as that bell rang, that shit was gone. Like, the first second of that round, there was no more nerves. I don't know if it's like your brain already kicks in and says, fucking, you're here, man. So it's funny how that works. But no, you get nervous.
Damon said, Barrera sucker punched Morales every chance he got. That's because those 2 motherfuckers were savages. Don't get it wrong. Barrera and Morales hated each other. And you know the funny thing about that? They didn't hate each other over boxing. It was over a soccer game that started their beef. And you know what? Those dudes were throwbacks. It wasn't about the promotion. They didn't care about the promoting. They didn't care about promotion. They didn't care about making money. It was just on site. If they would have seen each other at their kids' flag football games, they would have fought in the stands. They fucking hated each other. Exactly. I think they made peace last year, didn't they? A year or 2 ago, they finally made peace on El Golpe, the boxing show on Telemundo. They made peace finally. Because we saw them at Canelo and Triple G. They're walking, and they had 3,000 Mexicans hanging on. Remember they were dragging them like a fucking wagon train?
Yeah.
And then you had a wagon train full of people too, didn't you? Dude, you were in that hallway at the MGM. It took 4 fucking hours for you to get through. You and Roger, you remember that?
Yeah. I was speaking to Roger. He goes, I'll take Kelly out. No stamina. I keep going. Well, that's not a lie. Fucking out of shape. But
you're not out of shape. Round is a shape.
But true point.
You're not out of shape though.
Point well spoken.
But it's a different kind of nerves, Josh Hayden said.
And you know what, Roger? I would have just took you out there if I was being for real. I had you all bent up, nothing you do. I was gonna violate you.
Kendall said, Simon McCovey are right. I stopped Reggie Strickland, but his ass was trying to hold for dear life. Kendall did, and Kendall also dropped Andre Ward.
He did.
Kendall dropped Andre Ward in a pro
Kendall's a bad dude.
Kendall could fight, man.
Yeah, and what Simon said with Reggie Strickland.
Simon says?
Simon said, no, I don't play that shit. That's how Reggie Strickland had a long career. No, you're 100% right. They did it. Them guys, they did that. And another point on that, Simon, the reason why these guys kept getting big fights also why promoters put them in. Promoters would use these guys for their up-and-coming prospects because they say, like me, for instance, early in my career, at one point I was 11-0 with 11 knockouts. So promoters wanted me to see how I did past the 4th round, past the 5th round. So they would get guys like that because they know these guys would go past 4 or 5 rounds, and that was a way to test me to see how my endurance was and how I did later in the fight and everything else. So,
PJ Johnson has a good question. I can answer this actually. This is where I would be an expert. I think somewhat subject matter expert. Is Ryan Garcia the next Panchito Bajado? Bajado had the same characteristics and results like Garcia, having until he got schooled by veteran Jesse James Leija. After Bajado took that loss, he faded in obscurity. Well, let me touch on Bajado. Ryan Garcia is not Panchito Bajado. Ryan Garcia comes from a fucking strong family, a very good family that had his needs first. Panchito didn't have that kind of background, and it was other things that made Panchito fade obscurity. I sparred with Panchito when he was coming up, and I'll tell you what, and I've said it before, the 2 most talented fighters that I've ever worked, amateurs, I'm not talking about pros, at the time amateurs, the 2 most skilled fighters I've ever worked with was Ricardo Williams and Panchito Bajado. Those 2 guys were the best I've ever seen. Panchito had all the skills in the world. He had the heart of $1 million. He had the skills of $1 million. He had a brain of a 10-cent orange. You know what I mean? He would follow the crowd. He did stupid shit. And if anybody believed that he was going to beat Jesse James Leija, they were sorely upset. Jesse James Leija was a fucking monster. Yeah. And Jesse James Leija had that game plan. Panchito liked to play in the streets. He liked alcohol. He liked drugs. He liked all the bullshit. He got in a shootout with the Border Patrol. I mean, Panchito faded in obscurity because...
Did he use a BB gun?
Oh, no. He faded in obscurity because he just wasn't disciplined. His boxing wasn't his first love. It was the streets.
Roger Romo says, okay, I got to top on this. He goes, you were breathing heavy. Motherfucker. There's no way I was breathing heavy because I couldn't fucking breathe at all. Damn right I was tired.
David said, who would win in a Roadhouse? Patrick Swayze, Starball fight, Simon or James? I don't know. Me and Simon has never ventured that, but I'll tell you a good story about that. Me and Simon were in basic training in the Army like in 1997, like 21 years ago. And me and Simon would train together. We'd shadow box and we'd run. Well, one time I slipped with the punch and I hit Simon and he fucking hit me back. Like he hit me in the chin too. And all you could do was play it off because I deserved it. I hit him and he hit me back. And that was the only time we ever traded a punch.
Patrick Swayze and Roadhouse, that's like just one house below Chuck.
But I will
tell you this. I just gotta keep going to Family Guy episode.
But I will tell
Roadhouse.
But I will tell you this. Me and Simon together would have kicked the shit out of Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, but would you kick the shit out of Peter Griffin?
No.
Doing Patrick Swayze?
I guarantee you right now, I could kick Patrick Swayze's ass all over the graveyard. I would whoop that bag of bones' ass. I would pull that bag of bones out with a rope and beat the shit out of him. I don't give a fuck.
Patrick Swayze would come back with his fucking shit kickers on and fucking roundhouse.
Also, Stephen Connor asked, what was it like sparring and beating with Spatty back in the day? He is my top 5. It was rough, but I'll tell you one thing about Spatafora that a lot of people don't give him credit for. He paid on time. He always paid his sparring partners on time, and he took good care of us. It was like
I didn't have to pay Spatty.
No.
I sparred him.
He was good. I was a little bigger. I think I was 147, and he was 35. But in sparring, we were about the same. He was fast. Yeah. He was fast, and it wasn't the speed, it was the timing he had, and it was the technique. He would literally draw a circle in the ring and stay in that circle and just beat you down.
I remember I watched him beat the shit out of Terrence Cawthon in sparring in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Terrence Cawthon, I remember that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know what? He hurt a lot. He beat the shit out of a lot of people. Yeah. People can say what they want about the Floyd thing, but I worked with him right after Floyd, and they were talking about him beating Floyd Mayweather's ass. And I was like, fuck. And and I think Floyd actively avoided Paul Spadafora.
You know what the funny thing is too, like the Floyd protectors. Now I'm not saying Floyd was in great shape, but everybody's going, Floyd was out of shape. He just got back in camp. What is Floyd Mayweather known for, and why he's fighting at 40 years old?
Shape, conditioning.
That he never gets out of shape.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah,
I was saying he said he wasn't in shape when he fought Paul. When does Floyd ever get out of shape?
Floyd never got out of it. So you're right there. You were trying to take the thunder out of, or steal the shit from Paul.
And you guys want to ever see it? Go on YouTube and look it up. Yep. Paul Spadafora worked his fucking ass from bell to bell.
Yep.
And didn't Floyd lay down in the middle of the ring afterwards?
Yeah,
he laid down.
Yeah.
Yeah, from being exhausted.
He got worked.
And I'm telling you, I've seen Paul do that to heavyweights. Just beat people up.
Like I said, Terrence Cawthon, when I was at Silver Glove, that's when I fought Mike Dargan.
Yeah.
And he was Terrence Cawthon was a bad motherfucker. And he was just coming out of the AMs where he was obviously a better at.
He was a favorite Olympian.
Yeah, and he was early in the career, and he was in there, boy. Before the sparring match, I mean, he was so cocky and confident. And he wasn't expecting Paul to come up. Paul came up with me and Tommy Ankello. We all went to Philadelphia together.
Yep.
And Paul was like, yeah, I want to work. Paul really wasn't even in training camp.
No.
But Paul was another one early in his career that
to.
worked his ass off. And even out of camp. And Paul went in there. There was blood. He fucked him up so bad. Blood. And Paul didn't hit hard, but he popped his nose because he kept hitting him with that straight left.
That straight left, yeah.
Yeah, and it was brutal, dude. I was one of these. I was 13 years old, and I even knew at that point, at that age, I went like this. Like, I really didn't want his team seeing me witnessing, you know what I mean? Like, where you feel bad.
You felt bad for it? You didn't want to,
Yeah, I'm kind of like shying away from that ass whooping.
Terrence Cawthon was a bad dude, as amateur. Kendall said, me and Kendall talked last week on the phone. We were talking about the amateurs, the amateur days, and we did bring up Terrence as a bad dude. He was a great fighter. Ivkar said, what do you think of Caleb Plant? Can he become? Yeah, Caleb Plant's amazing. I think he's a great fighter. I think, he will be a champ. Tennessee, right? His title win for him against Cardona was masterpiece.
Yeah, it was. Actually, you know what, Simon? I had an amateur fight that night in Youngstown.
Was that against Pito?
No.
Pito Cardona?
Yeah. Pito, yeah. And we watched that fight at the arena that we fought at. Actually, the fucking bar that we fought at. Yeah. It was Kukrewski, and we watched that.
One more question, guys, and we're out. What do you think about Lomachenko Linares? Oh, we answered that, but we'll give it to you this time. You tuned in late. Linares is actually the best boxer Loma has faced up to this point. I don't know. I would say Gary Russell might have been the best. Maybe. I don't know. I think Linares.
I still think Rigondeaux was on paper.
Boxer, but I think Linares is going to give Lomachenko a good fight. I think Lomachenko is still going to win that fight.
I'm not going to answer that one right now. I think Linares is going to give him the best. I'm not going to say a fight, but probably the better fight that anybody has given him so far. But it's not out of the question for Lomachenko to probably have him quit on his stool in the 8th round. Yeah. So we say that because we know how Linares fights. But once you get in that ring with a guy like Lomachenko.
Yeah, but I think Linares, with the feather in his cap, having Rudy in his corner is going to help. And Rudy's not known for the fighters quitting with Rudy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't think it comes down to Rudy at that point.
No, but I think having a trainer with that kind of background is going to help him more than hurt.
I think so.
Does Plant have a beating of Jagil right now? Of course, I think Plant beats Jagil. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate it. What do you think of Mason Menard? Probably not enough on him to really comment intelligently on that. I have to watch more before I say anything. If not, it just sounds fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Yeah. Linares underrated? I don't think he's underrated.
No, we're not saying that.
Well, no, Linares is good, and I think he's going to give him a great fight.
I think Linares, if you take out Lomachenko as opponent now, and you have somebody else in there, I would definitely say I think Linares, after how he looked his last two, like James said, his last two fights, I would say Linares beats people, but now he's fighting Lomachenko, and that's just a totally different situation.
Yeah, I think Linares. I think Linares is a great fighter, but I think Lomachenko's a once in a generation fighter. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it is. That's the only way you could explain it.
You know, and I think it's a great show, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron Crawford. We appreciate it. Hey guys, let's let you know we appreciate all your questions and all your feedback and all the support you give. We can't do this show without you. In fact, we don't have a show. We're just two stupid assholes talking without you guys.
Yeah, and subscribe on YouTube.
like and share it.
Like and share it.
But mostly subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, guys.
Also, new thing,
Quit
guys.
fucking fiddling around and subscribe to shit.
Quit bullshitting. But also, guys, another thing. A lot of people ask Kelly for autographs, and we're good with that. Kelly don't mind signing them. But listen to this. New thing. If you ask for an autograph, make sure you like or you share the show. That's the stipulation to get an autograph. If you share the show and you subscribe
it,
you will get an autograph. You subscribe and share it.
SS.
But we want
SNS.
proof. We want proof.
YouTube username.
We want to see the YouTube username. If you want to autograph anything, we'll do it. But you
Thanks,
need to
Roger. Love you
subscribe.
too, homie.
And hey guys, share the show and subscribe and like it. And,
SNS.
And push the show out to everybody if you could, because that's the only way we can stay in business right now. And like I said, we don't have a show without you, so we appreciate you, and we will see you next week.
Thank you guys, man. Thanks everybody for watching and all the likes, and we will see y'all next week.
Thank you, Paulie, and we appreciate you. Thank you very much. And love you too, Roger.
And I'm going to bring back for the old one. Ready? After these messages,
We'll be
right back.
We need to have that.